on Discord.
It's a lot of theater of the mind.
For me, I'm
Heck
doing
yeah.
everything off of what everyone is saying. Which
So
Yeah,
this is going to
that's
be a
what
very
the-
big deal.
That's what theater of the mind is.
So I'm going to need a group stealth check, and then I'm going to need to know if you're using the drum.
No.
For the love of God, don't use the drum.
If
Oh,
you said it in the other order, maybe.
I forget. Group stealth check. That is roll. We roll one stealth at the lowest. Get the lowest bonus, or was that everyone rolls stealth? We add them all together, and then it has to beat a group DC.
It really depends, because I don't think it's add them all together. It could be add them all together and then take the
Are you
average.
guys
that
looking
way.
for group stealth?
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone rolls, and then as long as half of the party passes, everyone passes.
Good, because I only have a +2. Natural 20.
God,
+8.
better than me, guys.
Good, because I only have a +2.
Better than
Nat
me.
20.
+8.
Don't roll below me, please. For the love of all that is good.
And then we just need someone to roll Heinz's stealth. As well as Jeroen's stealth.
Come on, load
Someone
in.
mind DMing me what I missed?
Wait, load. Introduce.
We basically raided another city while you were gone. That was about it.
That's Jeroen with a 19.
Yep.
Oh, I was getting my physical dice, but that works.
Yay!
I didn't know if you were ready for that yet.
I'm getting things set up, but
Which one is fucking Ainz's character?
You were the
Matt?
monk in this, right?
yes, he was the one who beat people to death.
Ah, yes, he was the family beater.
I got 10.
Ah, yes, the family beater.
The family
Murderer of
beater.
children, fucker of goats.
The
I
wife
have not
beater, and
slept
it
with
wasn't
any
even his
goat.
wife.
Not assuming I sleep with goat.
Right, I'm sorry. That was rude. Chicken fucker.
I have not slept with any chickens either.
You don't have to sleep with them to fuck them.
I have not slept with them.
That's just a kind
Not
thing to
slept
do.
with, and I have not. And kids.
I don't know. The cloaca is quite warm.
Why? Why would you say that?
That's exactly why he would say it.
I mean, just ask the Yuan Ti. Snakes have cloacas too.
No.
In any case, did the group
No.
pass?
They
I don't
nat
think- I don't
20'd
think
on
we
you
can
fucks.
Past that.
Sorry, they nat 20'd on. I nat 20'd.
Yes. Which means you
Okay.
matched.
What's up?
Oh god, they had a 22 on a nat 20?
Yes.
Fuck! We were one
I rolled
short.
with normal guard stats.
Oh
Which one of
no.
y'all don't know how to read?
We were one pass short. So, looks like we're murdering a city.
Burn the
No.
city?
Okay. Jacob, forgive me in advance, but I am definitely calling forth lightning if these guards happen to give any visible signs of the fact that they see us.
So you'll get about here.
We'll get to where? Can't see. Right there?
A little bit farther up.
A little farther up.
Where you see the parapets?
Yeah, I see the parapets.
You're towards the bottom of the one.
So.
Check something.
And how many guards are on these walls?
It's semi-sparse. I say semi-sparse. It is probably about 5 or 6 within sight, because this is the fort. This is the primary fortified section.
So 4 to 5 of them. Well,
Because you have one fort down here, and then you have one all the way up north.
Why did
Meanwhile,
we
I'm
go for the city
just.
that had two forts in it?
Because that's all the stuff in it.
Why do you think it has two forts?
All the stuff.
This city is constantly hit by raids every raiding season due to the fact that it has so much stuff in it. So they built two forts.
It's stuff season.
It's stuff season. We break down your doors, we take your stuff, and then we walk away.
Anyway, I'm not gonna say
Already.
much, but Lucas, for future note, this is normally a DC check, not a contested check.
I like to do
Yeah.
contested.
That is all you have to say. I'm just informing you.
Yep. I
All
find
right.
Yeah.
contested. It's
Meanwhile, I
more
was sitting here going like,
contested for nighttime
yes.
ones. Daytime, it's more of a DC because people are a bit more relaxed during the day. At night, everyone's
Yes.
paranoid as shit.
Wait, wouldn't they have to make that a disadvantage since since it's still as dark out and we are away from any of their fires?
Pacific, you do know
Do they
that
see
they
in the
still
fucking
only have to
dark?
be half of the party, right?
Yes, but I'm still saying, wouldn't the guards have to be a disadvantage?
Which means they would have to roll 18 or lower.
Yes, on a standard guard.
They still got a fucking 20.
I'm sorry, you mean to tell me that they rolled two
We now
natural
gain
20s?
No, one nat 20 and then one 18. They have a plus two.
Damage was
Uh-huh.
half.
Like standard guard sheet, they have a plus two to perception.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Mage, you let us down.
Sitting here like,
Wait,
Looks over at the boss. Boss lady, you let us down.
Hold on.
I didn't let you down.
You rolled a 90. Like when
Hold
you
on.
rolled on your sheet,
I have to
you rolled a
ask.
19.
I have to ask. Why was my name said?
You rolled an 11. Ein's rolled a
You
10.
rolled an 11. Ainz, I was expecting to fail with his +0.
I have a +0 as well.
Yes, but you still rolled one higher than him. Correction, Ainz has a +5 apparently.
What?
Yeah, because he rolled a 5.
What?
Yeah,
Ainz,
of course I
you
do.
fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know why I rolled so low.
you, you fucked up the worst out of all of us.
It was
Mm-hmm.
literally only my roll.
Oh god, I'm just sitting here and I'm like contemplating now. Huh, do I ask this tall, scary Scandinavian woman to just yeet me at the walls? To just throw the dwarf onto the walls.
Quick
yeet the
question.
dwarf.
The serpent
Roll
would
me up
like
there
to.
Yeet the
too.
dwarf.
The serpent would like to eat the dwarf.
You're not. I don't know if you're strong enough.
How much do you weigh?
Well, let's see. I don't think this thing even has a
I
space
have a
for weight.
strength. I have a
So
strength score of 16.
So, how much is the weight of all the shit that I'm carrying? 170 pounds.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure I
probably
can carry
somewhere in the
that.
range of at least 150 to 180 pounds of just muscle and bone.
I'm. I have a strength of 16.
So you can pick up and throw something that easily weighs over 300 pounds.
I have a strength of 18.
Just
You see,
watch
guys,
me
this is
beat
why
you
we need
strength
a
from yesterday.
scorpion, just so that in case of emergencies, we can always just fire the dwarf at the enemies.
I can't even do that. Carrying
Shit.
carrying capacity 270. At
Well,
least I
plan
should
B.
say not without a check. I can't.
To
Well,
throw me just fine.
plan B in that case.
Hold on.
I'll just
Throw
lightning
me.
bolt everything.
Where's the? Oh, I have. Oh, I can't carry that. Rip.
I don't actually have lightning bolts, but I have call lightning, and that should be
Throw
fine.
me.
How much do you weigh?
I have nothing. It's this.
You aren't aware
How
that
much
you've
your
been
character
spotted
weigh?
yet. This is the best part about this.
I know.
Exactly.
I'm just wondering when exactly they're just gonna fire a warning shot, like "Get the fuck out of our water!"
That's hilarious.
Doing in my moat.
I'm actually going. I'm actually going to laugh. Wait, what
Lucas.
did you just say?
Lucas,
What?
they're gonna ask that question. You know what I'm gonna respond with? I'm sailing up your moat.
Fuck you! I'm sailing up your boat.
My moat.
I'm just getting flashbacks to Suction Cup Man.
That's exactly the reference.
Yeah.
Is it possible to make a stealth throw?
I mean, if no one's alive to see you throw it, did you really throw it?
So you
If they
failed the
just see
stealth
you
check.
throw something, but see you throw nothing, but they don't see what you threw.
Oh,
Did you actually throw something?
If no one's alive to see you throw
You
it,
failed the
did you
stealth
really
check.
throw it?
Instantly stabs the man, and it's just like, well, cover still has not been broken. What do you mean cover's not been broken? There are no witnesses.
My character weighs
Big
200
question.
pounds
What's the
total.
guard doing?
Laughing at us is what they're doing.
Guards, and they're just watching us for the time being. Well, we don't even know because we don't know that they know.
They're like, these motherfuckers are sailing up our moat.
Yep.
My character's gonna
I'm-
stare at the
I'm
wall
just
and
a-
say, "Yeah, just stare at the wall."
Hey,
I'm just a
I
fucking
weigh
black shadow rowing an
They
oar.
can't even see you.
It's like,
Bro,
yes, you may have rolled high enough on your stealth check to detect me, but all you see is a void.
bro.
listen,
Yes.
listen. All
The
right.
hell looks up.
I would like to do a perception check to see if I see anything on the wall.
I
Throw
mean,
me on the
you saw
wall. I
people
only
on the
weigh
fucking
200.
walls. That's the thing.
I want to see
Yeah,
what
we
they're
can
doing.
see them.
So
Throw
you
me
look
on
up
the
to
Are
the
we
wall.
not
wall and there's less
talking?
people. There are less people on the wall right now.
Huh.
Throw me on the wall.
Go jump
How
on the
much
wall
do you
yourself.
weigh?
You're a monk. Just run up the
Yeah, you
fucking
could jump
wall.
that.
You run across the water.
Not yet.
I would like everyone to make dex saves.
Oh. Okay.
Motherfucker
Ooh.
asking the fucking dwarf to make a dex save.
19 on my
Damn
end.
it.
I rolled a
16.
page.
I have an 18. Okay, 18 on my end.
I rolled shit.
So it's a DC. It's a DC 15 because you didn't know it was coming. If you had known this was coming, it'd be a DC 10.
Aha!
Both going on
Ha!
page.
Get some.
Lot of arrows.
I'm going to. Ah, yes.
I am a dwarf and I'm stuck full of arrows. Oh fuck. Ow.
So
I
anybody
see
that got
it.
15 or higher,
I'm
Yes.
alive.
Everybody but me and Paige.
Half,
half
right?
damage. Yep.
Hey, Lucas.
How much?
What?
I'm gonna use my reaction from Shield Mastery to take no damage. If you're subject to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to only take half damage, you can use your reaction to take no damage.
Yep.
So,
I'm gonna
Thank
use my
God for the temp health that's was carried over from last time that never got used because the fucking other people were goddamn cowards.
bro.
Yes.
I'm gonna use my parry thing to hit one of the arrows back.
deflect missiles.
Yeah, deflect missiles.
Well, first roll your deflect missiles to see if you half. You half the 18 down to 9. See if you can reduce it down to 0.
What do I roll for that?
1d10 plus your dex plus your monk level.
So 1d10 plus
Plus
10.
dex, plus monk.
1d10 plus 10. So
Then
How about
yes, you reduce it down to
Permission
0
to
if Lucas allows that to be, how that works, but you've at least done enough where you can grab one of the arrows for sure.
You can grab it, you can't quite throw it back. You stop it right at your chest.
okay. That works.
could I
So
technically
I have
uncanny dodge this?
Yeah, or no,
no.
that's
You have to be
kinda
aware
'cause-
of the fact that it's happening and
Actually, it
see
doesn't
the
say it
source.
specify that.
You sure?
It just says when an attacker that I can see hits me.
The
You
problem
couldn't see them.
is we just got hit by a
Yeah.
volley fire. It would not have been a dex save if that wasn't volley. Fire. Those people are firing from behind the wall.
Bows.
Anyway, so here's the thing about that. I just blocked a bunch of arrows with my shield.
I caught one.
Can I return fire with my lightning now?
Not yet. Someone bring me a parchment.
One moment. I think I actually have one of those. Let me check my inventory real quick.
So I'm gonna have the boat be stopped for a moment.
Oh, yeah, I have a parchment. I'm going to hand you a sheet of parchment.
I'm gonna begin writing on the parchment. How far away is the wall?
Wall.
Okay, I gotta ask, who's listening to either our live stream or someone else's live stream?
Is it a bunch of clanking in the background?
Not to mention, I can hear the delay of the live stream.
It's not me with the black factory. I have it muted.
Not to mention, I can hear the delay of the
Ah,
live
yes. This is
Fire.
fun.
I'm not.
Jacob,
It's not me with the black factory. I have it
the
muted.
wall's 35 feet tall.
The guards are in range of all my cantrips.
Yes, how
Bro.
far away though? Or are we right under the wall?
You would be under the wall.
Okay, can I see one of the
Technically,
fuckers?
you'd be down by about 5 more feet, so it's 40, but that's
Can
for
I
the
see? Can I see one of the fuckers poking their head over, trying to see if they killed all of us as the boat comes to a stop?
I mean, one of them is going to stick his head over. State
Okay,
your
so
business in French.
anyone
Sorry,
speak
what?
French?
Yes.
Nope.
We speak the
Ironically enough,
language we do.
no, but that's because I didn't need to speak the language of the people I was kicking the ass of.
Yeah.
One big thing, bro.
What?
So
How far away are
you
we from the
fucking
shore, like next to the wall?
It's not far. Like, most, I think, we're typically about 10 to 15 feet wide.
I
So
speak
Also,
wide
French,
enough to keep
Lucas.
bro.
people from actually, filling it in, but
Yeah. Oh,
So Eins.
Lucas Eins
Oh,
speaks French.
yes, I'm aware.
yes. Eins, I'm gonna pull you over to me. First, ask you what he said as I tell you to write what I sent you in DMs onto a note. Do you do as I ask?
Wait, I didn't get the DM. Wait, was it on
It's
roll 20?
literally in the game chat. To
Ah,
you. I'm telling you to write that in French.
yes, I'll write it in French.
Cool. I'm going to attach it to a javelin. Hey Lucas.
Yes.
I presume 3/4 cover?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So let me just grab one of my D8s. Because I'm gonna throw a precision shot onto this. That's my D6, here's my D8. Ooh, that is a sexy 7 on the D8. Alright, so /R 19 plus. Where is. Fucking. Oh, wait, combat's in a different tab, that's right. Alright, Javelin is a +8, +7, -5. Total of 29 to hit.
Yeah.
Alright, now he gets to take damage. Javelin is a D6 weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
6 plus 4 plus. No, wait. No, Javelin, when thrown, does not get dueling fighting style.
No.
So that is 6 plus 4 is 10, 17 points of damage.
He's dead.
Alright, and they would see there is a lovely little note attached to the javelin that I just embedded in this man's face.
As he falls backwards.
Do you see the whisper thing I sent to Eins?
No. GM is not
Ah.
allowed to see that.
Really? I thought they could see everything.
No.
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 It says in French, because I had him write it, you shouldn't have done that. Now we're going to return fire. As I look towards the dwarf who was asking me if he could return fire. And in Norse, does that answer your question?
I get to use lightning.
And as he prepares that, I'm going to call to everyone else. Grab the shields, get the boat moving.
So half the crew is going to row, the other half is going to effectively try and form a testudo-esque thing.
So,
I
I
don't
will
think I can
row.
hold a normal shield. Probably about as big as I am.
That's fine. All you got to do is set it in front of one of the rowers. That way they don't get nailed
I
by
can
an
do
arrow.
that. I put my
So,
crap behind it too.
Lucas,
Yes.
100 feet directly above the boat, there's going to be a giant ass storm cloud forming.
Yeah.
You
I'm
will
going
hear
to
an alarm bell going off.
don't fuck with the Norse. And let me see. Oh, good. It just has to be a point I can see within range, so I can actually target like the edge of their wall right up there next to their faces. So I'm just going to wait like a few seconds and then target the point where that guy was looking over right before he got struck by the like right before he got struck by the javelin. Since I am in fact able to do that. Can every
Question:
guard
how
within 5 feet
far?
of that point please make a dex saving throw?
Quick question here. Can
Oh, wait.
Versus
I need to do something. I realized I fucked up my dice roll.
oh dear.
I forgot.
I'm also
It's
rowing, by the way.
very good to know. It's 35 feet. I have disadvantage.
So what's your save DC?
My save DC is a 15, and it is for half damage.
Very good to know. It's 35 feet. I have
Only 2 of them passed.
Only 2 of them passed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the one who failed takes 23 points of lightning damage.
It
Ones
still would have
who
been a
passed take
17
11.
to hit.
Yeah, and the 2 who passed take 11 points of lightning damage.
They are all dead.
Sweet! I just murdered everyone who read your note.
It still would've been
Hopefully
a-
this carries over the message. Oops. I can't help it. It was the best way to figure out where on the wall they were.
Meh.
So, yes, that was my return.
And then continue making our way downtown towards
You can
that
hear the
wall.
alarm bell coming from that church.
From which church?
Up here.
Ah, that one. Okay, so let's see. Points within 60 feet of us. So, where exactly on this wall were the guys who we just chucked the javelin to? Were they right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Every single turn, I'm just gonna strike. I'm just gonna place a lightning strike at the point in the wall directly above us, at the top.
All right.
So you're basically just fucking nuking this wall as we go down
I
it.
am nuking the wall as we travel down the until someone decides to be stupid enough to poke their head out, so they know where they are.
Basically just fucking nuking this wall as we go down it. These poor
Lucas,
bastards.
yeah, Lucas, just let me know when someone will get caught in that area so they can roll to call lightning damage.
I mean, you murked everybody on that side of the wall.
Oh well. Look, I only get like 10 minutes of this thing. I want, again, it's just a bonus action to keep. Well, correction,
I
that is an action every single time. I don't really have anything else to spend my action on, so I might as well.
I imagine you just being a conqueror from For Honor, just pelvic thrusting as you just call lightning repeatedly.
All you guys see is just dwarf in just a Madden frenzy, dropping lightning everywhere.
It's a good thing that's all fields.
It's like, yes. Unfortunately, I imagine their wall is going to be a little bit of a mess by the time this is over in that section. But that's
So, yeah,
okay. I
we
gave up
continue.
caring about property damage a long time ago.
Yes, we continue on our merry little way.
Sure do.
Meanwhile, every 6 seconds, lightning just strikes the wall.
Continue on our merry little way.
Alright, 8, 6, 9. As at that point, you come to a portcullis.
Should I strike that with lightning too?
Can you blow it off its hinges?
Lucas, what exactly am I looking at for this portcullis?
It is a steel portcullis on what would be effectively a stone frame.
Can you blow it off its hinges?
You know, standard for the time.
That might take a few attempts, actually.
It also might electrify the fucking water.
It's a good thing we're in a wooden boat.
Yeah.
Wood, when wet, really does conduct electricity quite fucking well.
It's a good
Quick
thing that I
question,
have the
can I
blessing of
step?
Thor. I don't know
Are
what's
we
up with
close
the.
enough to the shore where I can step off?
If you're in the middle, you have 5 feet on both sides of water, and then I'll
Oh,
put it this
1
way:
second.
it's quite the drop into said water.
Oh, hey, correction. Actually, I have shatter.
For your
Let
jump,
me
you got to
see.
make an
60
arcing jump.
feet.
Because it did get wider up here.
Okay. Tell me, is this within 60 feet of us?
It would be.
For your jump, you got to make an arcing
I'm gonna hit it with a shatter.
Which, if I remember right, Shatter does either max damage or auto fails their save for
They
constructs and
have.
Yeah,
objects.
constructs take max damage.
Let's see. A creature made of inorganic material has disadvantage on the saving throw. Non-magical objects that aren't being worn or carried also take damage from it. Uh, hmm. Yes, so I'm just gonna start using shatter on this. So that is 3d8 thunder damage.
I'm pretty sure you have to. I'm pretty sure for knocking out certain materials, you have to hit a certain fucking DC, if I recall correctly.
Well,
The damage
shatter is I'm
thresholds.
just flat out dealing damage to it repeatedly.
Yeah, that one's just raw damage. You're talking about the damage threshold, though, right?
Yeah,
What is the damage threshold on this thing?
because it's steel, or you're aiming for the stone.
I'm aiming for the stone. I'm just gonna drop the entire steel portcullis into the water. Then we'll just ram it and knock it over. Or I can just strike it with lightning and knock it over. It's gonna suck for us, but hey, what's one jolt of electricity in exchange for a free passage through the waterways? Says the dwarf who clearly does not give a fuck anymore.
Says the dwarf who got shot at. Basically, just goes, "Nah, fuck all you. We all die here."
It's like, okay, look, I was only going to steal some of your books, but then you shot me with an arrow, so now I'm going to destroy your wall, I'm going to destroy your portcullis, I'm going to destroy half of your city with a fucking storm.
And then I'm going to be out of spell slots and cry.
Then I'm going to be out of spell slots, pull out my battle axes, and I'm going to climb up there and beat your ass.
I actually have a climb speed. I was wondering, but then you started detonating the walls. Like, it may not be a good idea to climb.
When I started zapping the shit out of the walls.
Lucas, for that one, it's more to GM discretion. You can track a huge or gargantuan's hit points if you like, or you can simply decide how long the object can withstand whatever weapon or force is acting against it. If you track hit points for the object, divide it into larger, smaller sections, and track each section's hit points separately. Destroying one of the section could ruin the entire object. For example, a gargantuan statue of a human might topple over when one of its large legs is reduced to 0 hit
Well,
points.
actually, wait a minute. I don't need to bring down the entire arch. I just need to destroy the fucking cables that the portcullis is being suspended on.
The chains, yes.
Lucas, would I happen to see even the slightest indication of which, like of which part in this stone arch the chains are on? Or would I happen to know from past experience
I
through
mean, they have
raids
to
where
come
it
out of
is?
one fucking way.
So I know where they are?
Yes. They're
I'm
typically at
targeting
the
that
top
with
or
shatter.
halfway up.
I'm
Okay,
targeting that with
so
Across
shatter.
completely.
Resilient of a large size, which chains are probably actually medium. Because cart would be a 10 by 10, and that's considered large. Has 27 hit points, or 18 on average if it's a medium size.
All right, so this might take 2 attempts.
10 by 10, and that's considered large.
Okay,
Has 27 hit
that's the wrong
points,
damage die.
or 18 on average
There we go.
if it's a medium size.
Of course, it rolls a natural one. So this is going to take me 2 attempts.
So much fun.
Before I
Pacific.
do that, does anyone actually respond to the fact that I'm now attempting to shatter the chains on their portcullis?
No, you're pissed. Why
Like
would we?
like a total dick.
Would you be offended if I said do it harder? Break them harder.
Lucas, I'm asking.
Did you have a response
Are
to me
going to
saying,
respond
let's go fight them?
I need to know if
Which
I need to
side are
know
you
if I'm.
directing it towards, the left or the right?
Let's see. Let's direct that one towards the. Let's direct that one towards the right, because that's actually the side that the wall is on. That would make more sense as to the chain being over there.
Yep, gotta love these portcullis under the fucking bridge.
So, do the guards respond, or am I free to just shatter it again? Says the dwarf with a fucking storm cloud over his head.
They're like, damn, they won't do it again. And then you're in here like the goofy beam. I'm gonna fucking do it again.
I'll fucking do it again.
I'll fucking do it again. Seriously though, I do have to know.
What
Do they think
is your AC?
my AC is at the current moment a? Ah, crap. Let me double check what my armor actually is. Okay, so that's ring mail. I do not have a shield, so 14. Ah,
Arrow lands near you.
okay. Can I see the fucker who did that?
They're in the tower, although you do not have direct line of sight. They dipped back in right after they fired it.
So let me
Destroy
get
the
this straight.
tower.
They just revealed which window they're sitting next to? I'm gonna blow out the entire side of that tower with a light, like with more call lightning.
Blow the entire tower out.
So I'm gonna aim directly for that window.
I'm gonna whistle for someone with an archer to, or well, someone who is an archer to prepare a shot.
I can prepare a shot.
Yeah,
So,
just in case he doesn't die from the lightning, but just becomes
So,
exposed.
Me, good
Lucas,
shot
make
too.
me a dex save.
With an archer to prepare a shot.
Ah, fuck. It isn't high enough to be a lethal,
In
I
case he
think.
doesn't die from the
On,
lightning, but just
like on
becomes
a
exposed.
pass.
Me, good shot too.
That's still 8 damage on a pass.
Yeah, I don't remember what their default health was, okay?
11 is their
Yeah,
default,
guard's
so no,
default
it's
health
not
is not.
lethal. Yeah.
So, yep, that wasn't lethal.
That's still 8
How
damage on a
fucked was the
pass.
wall, though, from getting a
Damn.
direct lightning strike?
Well, I mean, there's no glass, and it's a stone wall, which is about a foot thick.
Ah,
Ah,
yes.
damn
So I probably
Stone
only
call.
chipped off a bit of it.
If there was windows, it would look far more fantastical.
Well, I'm just gonna give it a few seconds and see whether or not the guy's gonna poke his head back out.
You
Yes,
still there,
yes,
fucker?
I'm actually preparing to call lightning on him again if he pokes his fucking head out.
Just like,
I
you
swear
still
to God,
there,
motherfucker,
fucker?
I'll fry all of you. Just let me do
Little
my
black
fucking
light
job.
even over here.
I swear to fuck.
Meanwhile, I presume we're close enough where we can start leaping off to go up and do this manually while the dwarf prepares to.
Continues to wreak utter havoc over here.
Yep. So, Lucas, you said 5 feet from one side to the other.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just check jump. I should be able to jump that. Yep. So,
Can make
Lucas, you said 5 feet
How
from
could
one
you
side to
jump?
the other.
You know what?
Let me
Make the
just check jump. I should be able to jump. You should easily be able to do it because if you pump a point a key, you can triple your distance. There's no way in fuck you're not making 5 feet. Here we go. Long jump.
I would like to also do the long jump.
You should easily be able to do it because if you pump a point of key, you could. Okay, so anyone who has a 5 in their strength or higher can make that jump as long as you move 10 feet first. Otherwise, you need at least a 10. Okay, so anyone who
Step out, motherfucker! I will
More than
fucking
5
end
out of
you.
5 or a strength of directly 5.
Okay, so your strength is 16. You can make a long jump of 16 feet if you jump moving 10 feet, or if you only move half that distance if you don't move 10 feet beforehand.
Okay, I'm
Or if
gonna
you're
jump.
an athlete, you just laugh and all of that.
So we can make cross as well.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
already
Very
jumping.
few people shouldn't be able to make that.
Angry dwarf is angry dwarf. I'm gonna kill us all, motherfuckers.
Hop
Yo,
off.
my character will yell at the dwarf. Yo, you gonna battle hammer them, or you just gonna keep chipping away at their tower of lightning?
I will bury you all.
Then get off the goddamn ship and let's go wreck them.
So
No.
that tower is going to get another lightning bolt while you guys are, while you're busy
Yes.
trying to
So the
convince the
party,
dwarf to
aside
run.
from our magician over there, we're gonna
The
hop
cleric
up
of
over here.
Thor.
We're
The
gonna make
cleric
our
of
way
Thor
into
coming
here.
into
We're gonna do this shit
Vine
manually, Lucas.
You're going for the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lucas, I am still going to end up call lightning that same window again. If that fucker hasn't moved, he's dead as shit.
Oh yeah, but there's literally no reason he wouldn't have backed the fuck up.
Doesn't matter. There's still another lightning bolt up there. Anyone who somehow is, for some stupid reason, still within 5 feet of that window, please make a dex save.
I feel like they would have been
And if you
stuck.
are within 5 feet of that window, you're a dumbass.
Like, not the electricity hitting them.
I'm going to presume, since I do not hear the sounds of screams and death, that means that no one got electrocuted. Dwarf is satisfied with this.
All right, so you guys are going to find a reinforced door, reinforced wooden door.
May I?
Chuckles.
Warhammer.
Why use Warhammer when I pull out the portable ram? Give me a hand, will ya?
I got you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna want Paige on this one.
Wow.
Alright, so her helping me with that gives advantage. Good thing. Okay, so
Wait, Paige, what's
16
your thing?
plus ability. This should be athletics, yep. Plus 7. 33 to break down that motherfucking door, Lucas.
It is a double door and it is reinforced, so you're going to crack it.
33 to break down that motherfucking door, Lucas. Once again, goofy meme. I'm gonna do it again. Fucking do it again.
You assume we're gonna stop the
Hey,
goofy meme?
Lucas, question. Do I happen to see any shadows moving amongst the walls?
The tower has the door in it. So
Yeah,
you wouldn't
I
be able to
know, but I'm looking for a bunch of shit because guess what? I'm still on the boat dropping lightning.
So, Lucas, this time 37 with a natural
Psychopath.
20 if that matters.
and that is going to crack it open. And you have what is a small formation of people, a small formation of what would be town guard.
Is this initiative time, Lucas?
This would be initiative time.
If I yell at them that if they surrender, we won't kill them, will they do what we say?
Fuck no.
Got it.
They just hear. Yeah, meanwhile, as you're saying that, all they hear is maniacal laughter from the dwarf still on the boat, zapping the walls.
You know, I would attempt to try. I can't go all murder happy all the time. But now that I have now that they won't do it, time for them to die.
I mean, you would have to negotiate on your turn.
Yeah, where is... Ah, there's initiative.
God, nobody's getting good initiative this time around.
I suppose I have to. I'm not part of that combat, so it's just gonna be every round. There's gonna be a random ass lightning bolt that strikes somewhere in the background. I
Ah,
can't hit
yes.
anything in this fight because they're all in a fucking building, and I can't
When
see the building.
when Pacific is simply
Wait,
become layer action number 1 that happens on initiative count 20. Call lightning in random fucking area.
Hey, look, something just showed up. Okay, I think Steve's dead. No, no, he seems to still be moving. It's like, okay, nope. That moment when the other guards wouldn't dare move into this section, at least not using that closest bridge, because fuck going near the crazy dwarf with lightning. It's like, okay, nope. I'll fry us all. That moment when the other guards wouldn't dare move into this section, at least not
And I
using that
believe that is
closest bridge,
initiative.
because fuck going near the crazy dwarf with lightning.
yes.
I'll fry us all.
Don't we have Rogue Boy with us as well, or did he stay on the boat with his bow?
Or is Rogue Point just sitting next to the maniacally laughing dwarf?
Don't we have Rogue Boy with us as well, or did he stay on the boat with his bow? That is a question for the fire.
Sitting next to the maniacally laughing dwarf.
I
Red
will take his
Fingers, where are
silence.
you?
He's on the boat.
Ah, got it. All right, let's murder.
Red Fingers is just next to the psychopath.
What happened to your whole let's negotiate thing?
Let's negotiate. Well, they didn't answer negotiations. Let's.
Literally hasn't begun negotiations yet.
I'll do it one time, and after that, straight murder. I'll yell. All right, we just want your stuff. You can live if you give up. I'll say it in French.
Persuasion
All right,
or
persuasion.
intimidation?
I don't know which one of mine is higher. Let's check for a second. Mm, uh, that's better. Persuasion. No, I guess I'll just do either or. I will be doing persuasion, I guess. Hold on. There we go. Does that work? Does that work? I see the roll.
What did you roll? Persuasion?
Yeah, persuasion.
Some of them are looking a bit iffy.
Okay. That was my best attempt.
That is your turn.
That is my turn. I'll tell everyone that I'm trying to convince them to surrender, or we can kill them.
That's
I'll,
cute. So I still have this portable ram in my hand. Which one looks important?
The important one's in the back.
He's getting a 35-pound portable ram yeeted at him. So I still have this portable ram in my hand. Which one looks important? Let's see. He's getting a 35-pound portable ram. 13 plus 4 would be 17 plus. I might as well, because this does more damage, and I'm throwing a weapon that I can't add my proficiency bonus to. I'm gonna make it a precision strike. Another 4. 18 to hit. Would be 17 plus. I might as well, because this does more damage, and I'm throwing a weapon that I can't add my proficiency bonus to. I'm gonna make it a precision strike. Lucas.
Hmm?
18 to hit Boyo in the back with a
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Alright, time for that fucking improvised weapon damage.
Death.
You know why he's important looking? He's wearing chainmail. The rest of them are wearing leather or gambeson, I guess it would be.
All right, so that's very easy damage to calculate. He takes 12 points
Sorry.
of bludgeoning damage and whatever additional nonsense you wish to give him for the fact that he just got hit in the face with a 35-pound object.
That would have hit him in the chest.
That's still on him. 12 points of bludgeoning damage directly from 35-pound ram.
Okay. Sorry, important phone call I had to take.
It's fine.
What I missed? Someone jumping down to a suicide.
Yeah, you kind of missed their entire charge to take the tower, so now you're just stuck sitting next to the completely psychotic dwarf who's dropping lightning on the city.
It's alright. I'll be the counter rogue for my mage.
That's fine. Meanwhile, I just threw a portable ram at a man.
I've done that before.
He's still alive.
Cool.
On
So
his ass, but he's still alive.
oh, he's prone. How far is he behind his people?
I'll put it this way: you have about 4 ranks of guys, and then him. So
Oh, he's prone.
they were standing about 5 feet behind the door, so it wouldn't. No, they were about 10 feet back, so it wouldn't fucking hit him when it shattered open. So 35 feet in between you and them.
Hmm.
He's 35 feet away.
If I moved up to the very edge of that, that'd be 15 feet. Shit, if he was 10 feet, I could still stab him. Well, I am going to draw my spear as a free action. Use my bonus action to extend its reach to 10 feet. And then stab the first man I see. Well, I am going to. That is 11 plus 7, I believe. No, plus 8 because I have Spear Mastery. So 11 plus 8 is 19.
Hit.
And this is D8. 7 plus 4 is 11 points of damage.
Dead.
Oh wait, 13 points of damage. I know it doesn't change the fact that he's dead, but still important that I keep the correct damage in line. All right. You know what? I'm gonna action surge.
Oh no.
I'm gonna proceed to move forward 5 feet, which should put me in range of the next guy. That is an 18 on the dice plus whatever, so I'm gonna presume that hits.
Yep.
Less damage. 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 2, 12.
Hmm.
He is dead. These are basic sort of guardsmen.
Whoa, Spear Mastery. I'm gonna take another step forward. There should be one more guy between me, but he is now within 10 feet of me. I can attack him while he's prone.
I did say that it was a 20-foot thick of people, right? 4 ranks.
You said he was 35 feet away from me, and I moved forward, well, 10 feet to get up to the front of their wall, which put me 15 feet away from him, and I just killed 2 people in that way.
That would
So
have.
that should have cleared 5 more feet. You said there was 35
You
feet
moved 10
between.
feet. That leaves you
Yes.
with 25.
You are correct. I indeed fucked up my math. Huh. Well, we're in a predicament. It is not going to be Grand Guardsman guy, but some poor
You're now
bastard
surrounded.
looks to my left, looks to my right. Next one is Oh, that's an 8 plus 8 is 16.
Hit.
And D8, where the fuck did I put you? Oof, that is very low damage. 7 points of damage on the first strike, and he's gonna get the, I guess, second attack from that. 15 plus 8 is 23. 23 to hit. And then another 12 damage to that guy.
Dead.
Cool. Alright, and that should end my turn because I've already used my bonus action.
Yep.
I like to get involved in this.
Cool.
This is going to be fun.
It most certainly is.
Jacob.
They can only surround me from so many sides, Lucas.
I'm fully aware. But it is from all sides.
Kind of wishing that it actually a mass healing word there. Yeah, a mass healing word before everyone ran up, but oops. Kind of forgot in my insistence upon burning everything.
And it would be 8 of them, if I recall, if because they're going to fill in behind you.
You grab my AC.
16
Alright.
plus 3 is 19.
Hit. Natural 20.
Nat 20.
Third one
Hit.
missed. Fourth
17
one
plus
hit.
3. 3 hits. A miss.
Yes. AC's 18, so that should only be 3 hits with one of those being a natural 20.
Jacob, I said they filled in. You have it coming from 8 directions.
Yeah, I looked at all the attacks.
So 14 plus 3 is 17.
Yes, I have AC 18.
Yeah. So it's 3 hits, 1
Nat
nat
20.
20. So it'd be 48.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 3. Because they're two-handing these. They don't have shields.
19.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. There goes all my temp HP and -9.
And the guard captain is going to stand up.
19. Cool.
Pacific, these ones aren't cowards, because, they aren't a basic fucking militia.
Aw, you mean to tell me that I'm missing out on dealing with the non-cowards because I'm too busy lightning bolting all the cowards to run away from the wrath of the sky?
Oh no, they just went back down into the fucking formation.
When they realized the dwarf wasn't going to stop bolting everything that was exposed. Yes, intelligent ones.
Hmm.
Now I'm wondering if I can gust of wind my storm cloud over the city. See if I can't start any fires.
That's for the civilians to deal with. When the military has a threat, they deal with the threat. So it will flip over to Yuan.
To the one.
Page.
Paige, that's you.
Hey, so how far away are these people?
They're 10 feet in front of you.
Full poison spray.
Wait, but you're gonna hit Apex with that. Wouldn't
That's
you?
not how that spell works.
Oh, I didn't know
Also,
that.
she's 10 feet away, so it would only hit the first guy. And
Ah,
second of
One
all,
of the
it's
first guys.
even then, it's also a single target spell. That's not how that
Yeah.
spell works.
ah, got it.
Also, she's
Targeting
10
the
feet
ones
away, so
closest to
it would
Apex.
only hit the first guy.
He's
Second of
too
all,
far in.
Okay, I'm
even then,
You
it's
basically
cannot
still
trying
reach
to
a
that
clear.
single
far.
target spell.
I'm trying to clear a path behind him.
What's your
Okay.
save?
Save is charisma, I believe.
I mean, I'm asking what the save DC is because it has a DC save for damage.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
1 second.
Is your
So
one
it's
feat should be
charisma.
charisma.
It's 8 plus proficiency, which is a 3, so 11 plus her charisma. Charisma, it's
Either way,
8 plus
I do
proficiency. She
believe
has a 4, so that'd be a 11 plus 4 is 15.
I have a charisma of
they passed.
13.
Oh, that's a plus 1 then. Never mind.
They passed.
Yes.
So you do no damage.
4, so that'd be a 11 plus 4 is
That's my
15.
turn. Next time we're going hammer time.
Oh, that's a plus 1
Edward.
then. Never mind. Yes.
Edward will come in behind everyone. Pretty sure everyone's focused on the character.
Not everyone, because that would be fucking stupid.
Most of them.
Only the ones around him.
Ah, I can still get in there and punch them all. Right. I'm going to. What's the damage for an unarmored? For my punches again?
You should be using a D4. I don't think you're high enough to use a D6 yet.
And I think it's literally level 6, and then it goes up to a D6.
Okay.
I believe so as well.
Okay. So I'm still using a D4 on damage plus
You
the
should
dex.
be using a D4. Yeah, especially because we haven't leveled up. So
Yeah. All right.
I think it's
Yeah.
literally.
I'm gonna
actually,
do
wait, no,
it.
he's 5th level. It is 1d6.
Oh,
Oh.
never mind.
All right. 1d6.
Yep.
So I can do 11 damage to all of them, and I get. I have my extra
You
attack.
can do 11
Yeah.
damage, but first you must hit, and then secondly you must do max damage.
Yeah. So I'm. That would be a D20 plus dex.
Mm-hmm. Plus your proficiency, because you're a monk. Why you don't have this in your attacks, I do not know.
There's an attack thing.
Gear in combat.
Gear in combat.
I didn't set that up. Hold on. I just doing deck checks.
Gear in combat.
Gear in combat.
There's a thing for. Oh.
For,
I
anyway,
never. I never did that.
just roll 1d20 plus 5 for your dex being maxed, and then plus 3. So 1d20 plus 8.
Yep.
My dex is five.
1d20. Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
1d20 plus 8.
8. That's one of them. I'm gonna use flurry of blows to hit many times. So
Don't you also have extra attack from being a monk?
He
yeah,
What
does.
level is
So
that?
you need to roll a total of
Yeah,
4
1d20
4
punches.
plus
attacks.
8.
One. Oh,
Okay.
that was correct.
Stop rolling like that because you're not doing it right.
Um.
Manually roll 1d20 plus 8 because right now the dex checks are not adding a proficiency bonus.
Oh.
So that's 18, 19, 20. Or wait.
Actually, they are.
Yeah, they are. Thought they were.
Why are they at?
I'm looking at it's because
Yeah,
he's rolling his
it's.
dex checks with proficiency on. Because I think he has. Don't you have proficiency on your dex save?
Yep.
That's why.
Okay.
You don't roll dex checks. You
So
roll
he's not
dex
rolling
saves.
dex. Yeah, that makes more sense. All right, then the 18 and 12 is fine.
Here's another, and one more.
Okay. There you go. So he's not rolling dex. Yeah, that makes more sense. All right, then the 18 and 12 is fine.
That 7 damage. And one more.
There you go.
How many of my punches just hit? Because I 8.
All of them.
All of them did. All right, that 7 damage. Let me actually.
Actually, no, the 11 missed, so 3 of them.
All right, and have that be a +8. Yeah, plus proficiency.
1d6 plus 5 because it's damage.
Ah,
You don't add proficiency to damage.
okay.
Unless explicitly stated.
Okay, so for first attack 6. 1d6 plus 5 because it's damage.
6. All right.
You don't add proficiency to damage. There you go.
6, 10, 6.
Okay, so for first attack 6. You at the very least killed one person.
I wanted to punch 2 different people, so I'm hoping I killed 2 people.
Well, then you need to
No.
specify which attacks are for which. And either way, no, you did not.
All right.
You at the very least killed one person.
I wanted to punch 2 different
You
people,
killed
so I'm
one
hoping I
person.
killed 2 people.
Well, then
Did I
you
at
need to
least heard
specify which
another?
attacks are for which. Yes. And either way, no, you did
All
not.
right. Cool.
So that is one more dead out of the block.
Out of the 80.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I jump into the combat next round?
You got to get off the fucking boat and get up there first.
Some people are getting warhammered.
What's the distance? So I try to get a time.
5 feet.
I mean, I have athlete, which is
5
super
feet to
easy
get
for
off
me to
the
make
boat.
that jump.
It's 5 feet to get off the boat.
Yeah. So I can do that one.
You then got to loop around
So I try to get a time.
to go get up on the bridge.
I do have action and bonus action dashes, and I can climb.
It's 5 feet to get off the boat.
So I can do that one.
You then got to loop around.
But I'd like to begin doing that.
So anyway,
And I can climb.
how many? It's just one person behind me, right?
It would
Because
have closed it in with 2 behind you.
okay, so Ein's dropped one of the ones, leaving another. How many? It's just. So in that case, if I use sweeping strike, I should be able to throw that bonus damage off towards one of the ones that Ein's hit, meaning I should be able to score another kill off that. So let me make sure that this is doing what I think it's doing, and it's not my tripping strike. Which I don't think I have, because I took a bonus action shove. Battlemaster maneuvers. And where do I add all of this stuff? Here we go. When you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, which 12 plus 8 is modified 20, so that should hit. Then modified 20 should hit another one of the basic guards. Okay. So the one I hit with my first attack is going to take 11 points of damage. No, 12 points of damage. I keep forgetting 6 is 12. Okay. Because dueling. So he's going to take 12, and then the one that Ainz punched earlier gets a d6 from Battlemaster. Or do I have d8s at this level? Should be d6s. No, it's d8s. 4d8 is going to proceed to take another 4 points of damage. Or do I have d8s at this level? Should be d6s. No, it's d8s.
Okay.
4d8
Still up,
is going to proceed
just
to take
barely.
another Lovely. Then for my second attack, I am going to... let's just regularly stab someone. That way I don't use my last superiority dice. 21 to hit. And that's max damage. That's a dead guy. If I'm killing people at 5s. And for bonus action... I don't need to extend my reach, so what I will do is use Shield Master, and that one guy that didn't die from Ainz' attack needs to make an athletics check. I don't need to extend my reach, so what I will do is use Shield Master. 17 plus 7 is 7 7 is 14, 24 on my athletics check. Lucas? 24 athletics check.
For a grapple?
No, shove.
Yeah.
I can only shove as bonus action.
And you're shoving one of the regulars, right?
The ones that you said survived mine and Ainz' strike. No, shove. Or Ainz and I.
Physically couldn't pass it than that 20.
Alright, well, he's now prone on the ground, and that ends my turn. Alright, well, he's now prone on the ground. You're just like, nah.
I don't get the game. I don't like it.
Fair enough.
I even looked it up. Still don't understand what the fuck it's about.
Wait, Lucas, is the rest of the crew still on the boat?
No, I don't
Yes.
Yes.
I don't like it.
I probably could start making my way inside if I really
I
wanted
know
to.
what this one's about, actually.
I was trying to get the time to be for me to get there.
Fuck it's about.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a few. I'm gonna give it a few more rounds before I actually start trying to make my way into the city.
Guards. They're going to try and fill in one more time behind Jakob.
They can only make 7 attacks.
Oh.
I didn't kill one of them. He's still in his space, but he's prone.
He can get back up.
He doesn't want to do that.
Oh, and why is that?
I don't know. He doesn't want to do that. I didn't kill one of them. He's still in his space, but he's prone.
No, he's going to want to get back up.
Damn that man. I don't know. He doesn't want to do that.
1, 2.
Miss. Not 20. Miss. Hit. Second not 20. 14. Miss. Miss. 2 nat 20s and the 1 regular attack.
So it's 5d8s.
Yep, because they're two-handing. 2 nat 20s and the yeah, that one hurt.
And their captain is going to begin to sound a retreat. It's an ordered retreat, but it is a retreat. So they're going to start backing up and disengaging.
Well, the ones who attacked me can't disengage, so one of them's getting stabbed as a reaction.
They aren't moving yet.
They are safe for now.
Maybe safe.
Oh no, it's the smart boys. Oh, Paige, we are definitely not making it to Paris today.
Are we basically
That's
just smashing everything?
well,
We're
you
trying to
see,
get to a gate, and people are
Yeah.
asking.
well, you see, all we wanted was the college, but they wouldn't let me break. But they wouldn't raise the portcullis and be nice about it. So instead, we're just gonna break all their shit.
Okay, let's go breaking shit.
Gate, and people are asking.
Quick question: are they moving?
Some of them are. Some of them
Those
still
that
have me
didn't
surrounded.
attack Ainz are backing the fuck up.
May,
Okay, cool.
not
Are any
nice.
of the ones surrounding Apex backing up?
No.
No, like I said, I was the only one who's attacked. They didn't attack Ainz. Unless I need to
Walk up.
re-add 31 HP and give it to Ainz instead.
I'm gonna walk up to one of them and double hand warhammer them.
Beating them in the back of the head.
Like,
Whack!
get the you follow your goddamn orders.
Give it to Ainz instead. You will have advantage on at least one of them because you're attacking the ones attacking me, meaning that I am most certainly threatening all the squares.
So basically, I'm rolling with advantage.
Yes. I threaten all of the squares.
That's a 19. I think. Did I roll correctly?
What's your strength score?
My strength score is 16.
That is a +3, so yes, you did it correctly. That is an 18 points of damage, or 18 hit, not 18 points of damage. What's your strength score? That is a +3,
That's
so
that's a
yes, you did it
corpse.
correctly. That is an 18 points of damage. Did that boy only have 1 HP?
The one between you and Ainz, yes.
Fuckwad. I told him he shouldn't have gotten up.
Don't get up. Don't do it, boy. You really don't want to see what happens. Oh, you did.
You listen to I'm the captain.
Ainz is not the captain. I promise you,
No, I
no
said
one would give
I'm
Ainz.
and the captain.
Don't
Okay,
get
that's a bit
up.
different. But either way, no one gives
Or
Ainz that much responsibility. It's a horrible idea.
what do you
Listen to
That
the
would be
mean?
your
captain.
turn then.
Ainz is not the captain.
What do
I
you
promise
mean?
you, no one would give Ainz.
I
You know
live
exactly
on
what they mean.
chaos. Don't
Okay,
get
that's a bit
up.
different. But either
Yeah,
way,
that's
no
kind of
one
the reason
gives
why we don't
Ainz
give you
that
any
much
responsibility.
responsibility. It's a horrible
No.
idea.
Yeah.
I live off of chaos. He says as the dwarf is still laughing maniacally and trying to destroy everything.
Yes, this is why you're my favorite dwarf.
He says as the dwarf is still laughing maniacally and trying to destroy everything. I wonder if I'd be able to scale the walls. Probably not a good idea.
If they weren't being exploded, I could. Maybe. That'll take a lot longer than me just,
No,
mad
I'm just like, I
sprinting
wonder if
around.
I know, I'm just like, I have a grappling hook. I wonder if I could just throw this thing up there with a rope attached to it and just scale the walls.
What if I take the rope up there for you? That'll take a lot longer than me just, mad sprinting around.
Nope, you're already back inside. I'm just wondering whether or not it's like, should I just scale the walls and go on a rampage through the civilian sector? Yes. Military action demands going elsewhere. They can deal with the fires. Meanwhile, they don't realize that there's just some completely demented dwarf running around lighting fires and striking things with lightning.
Just waiting to punch something
Whose
in.
turn is it?
Whose turn is?
Ainz.
Oh,
Oh, it's your turn.
This is
oh, I
why
was
we
like,
look at the initiative tracker.
I
Yeah.
was
I know.
getting
I look there
stuffed
and I'm
up,
just
all
like, I
right.
don't recognize that person's token. Who the fuck is this?
Wait, did I do this wrong? Oh,
Yes.
Yes, you forgot your proficiency bonus. You forgot that you're proficient with it.
It's 1d20 plus 8. And then it's 1d6 plus 5.
Don't find me just a healer running around to murder everything.
I can't figure out where the damage dice is.
1d20 plus 8. And then it's 1d6 plus
Fuck
5.
it. I'm
There are no damage dice. You just roll the damage.
Oh. I can't figure out 6, 5.
Everything's weird with these sheets.
I'm gonna punch another one. I'm punching people. Am I doing good, Chief?
I've been surrounded for the past 2 turns. Do better.
All right, Furia blows it is then. I'm punching people. Am I doing good, Chief? All right, more punches.
I've been surrounded for the past
Chief
2
says do
turns.
better.
Do better.
2 more punches to whoever is standing.
And within reach, right?
Yep, and within reach.
Oh, that was a natural 20.
And in
And
that
the other
one,
one was a natural 1.
you cracked this guy's skull open, but your fist got stuck in his fucking skull.
Beat him. Beat one of his friends to death with his head. Do it.
Okay. So
That's only 3 attacks.
No, he rolled 4 attacks. Third one was a natural 20. The fourth one was a nat 1.
Yep.
and then I have to roll another one.
He has.
He rolled 4
See.
attack rolls. First one was a 23. Second one's a 15. Third one's a 28. And the
Ah.
last one's a 9.
I missed the 23 because of Geminox typing.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. It just separated enough where I didn't look above it.
He rolled 4 attack rolls. First one was a 23.
Right,
Second
there's
one's a 15.
there's my
Third one's a
the
28.
two.
And the last one's a
The
9.
first two are for
I
the
missed the
nat
23
20. The
because of
bottom
Geminox typing.
the yeah
No, it's fine.
16
It
the
just
nat 20.
separated enough where I didn't look above it. That's not how that works.
Wait, how does that work?
It's okay. Just one of them is dead. The
Yeah.
second one took 10 points of damage.
And as a result, is still standing.
Yes.
That's not how that works.
Oh, I need to roll one more.
It's okay. Just one of them is dead. The second one took 10 points of damage.
That seems like kind of a waste.
Yeah.
It does, but oh well. That was the one that got hit with his friend's head.
Yes.
Christ.
It does, but oh well.
Unto Yodong. Yodong.
So, how many are left around me?
That would have reduced the number to 6.
Alright, cool. And, has their guard captain retreated?
He is leading the retreat, yes.
But he's still within line of sight.
This is correct.
I'm so glad I, kept that one thing. Alright, cool. I'm going to look at one of the guys surrounding me. Hold this. And, that is. I'm so glad I kept that one thing. Alright, cool. 13 to hit? I'm going to look
Hit.
at one of the guys surrounding me. Ooh, that was lucky.
It's leather, so.
And, yes, but that was a very low roll. That is not a low roll on damage, though. 8 plus 4 is 12, 14 points of damage.
Dead.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna skewer him through with my spear, pull out a javelin, and yes, I know this is gonna be a disadvantage, but I'm gonna yeet it at good old Captain Boy over there with a precision strike.
Gotta love that 3/4 fucking cover.
Damn you,
his
fucking
own
nat 20.
Damn you,
Why?
cover.
Damn you, nat 20. Why must you come when I have disadvantage? However, it literally means I cannot do too much worse. So. Oh, fuck, now we get to weird modifiers.
Damn you, cover.
Damn you, nat 20. Why must you come when I have disadvantage? However, 15 plus. No, that'd be great. 15 minus 5 is 10, plus 7 for my modifier on a. No. Yeah. Why do I have a +8 on javelin but +7 on hand axe? 15. I think I still have that written. Oh, because Spearmaster affects javelins as well as far as the attack roll. So 18 to hit. Plus my D8 from Precision Strike. 19, 20, 21 to hit.
Hits.
I think I still have that. All right. And now D8 gets rolled twice.
And he'd taken 32 damage previously, correct?
No, 32 was 35 was the weight. He took 4, 8, 12. He took 12 bludgeoning damage from the ram as far as damage, and then you knocked him prone because it was a 35-pound object.
Yep.
However, this is my proper weapon that does, d8s. 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus 4 is 15. 17 points of javelin damage.
He is still up.
Yells in fucking Norse, come back and fight me, you coward. As I use my bonus action to second wind. And that'll be the end of my turn as I roll my healing.
Alright.
Ooh, that is max healing. Second wind is 1d10 plus fighter level only, I believe. I don't think it adds con. It does not add con. So 15 HP.
Hey, Lucas, I just want to state this now. Whenever the fucking initiative for the people who are currently out of combat rolls around, I am going to start making my way up to the tower.
Combat's more or less over at this point, unless they continue the chase.
I know, I'm just saying, though, that at the end of this round, I'm going to start making my way up to the tower.
Because it is still an orderly retreat, and they all disengage. Disengage and take as much distance as they can.
Drop the fireball.
Now it's Paige.
She died.
Tag.
Hammer time!
They disengaged.
Yeah, they leaving.
Well, I guess
They
yeah.
be running
Or
away.
can I
The
follow?
Tempest still being crazy.
I shrug, not really caring. If you're not at the library by the time I'm done, I'm leaving you.
Okay. She's gonna wait for she. Okay. She's gonna leave and go help with looting the place.
We're not there
The
yet.
one tower.
Oh. Can
Yeah,
I
You
loot
guys
the
are
tower
here.
already?
This is the target.
Yeah, we stopped here to open up the gate since they spotted us. You were asking to chase some guards, and I said, if you're not at the library by the time we're done, I'm leaving you.
Yeah.
So you'd have to go chase down a bunch of guards, kill them all without dying, make it all the way to the library. In the time it takes us to get there, murder what little resistance is there, get everything, get on the boat, and leave.
Cool. My question after that was, could y'all? Are we? Is it cool to collapse the tower?
No, it's a stone tower.
What level are we again?
Starts breaking interior
5.
support beams.
Oh yeah, that was the plan.
Yeah,
It
that would
won't.
collapse on you and kill you.
Yeah, it won't. Like, if you're lucky, it won't bring down the tower immediately. But it's generally a
I'm just
stupid
gonna.
idea. I could probably pull it off with shatter on the interior support beams, but I have to be up there.
I'm just gonna help the captain and all them, so like loot the church or whatever. Let's go.
Yeah, it won't. Like, if you're lucky, it won't bring
As
down
I
the
yell
tower
in
immediately.
French, as I
But
yell at
it's
them in
generally
French,
a
you
stupid
should have
idea. I
surrendered.
could probably pull it off with
Well, they
shatter
did,
on the interior
technically.
support beams, but I have to
No,
be
they
up
Not
ran
there. This
away.
quite.
isn't surrendering. This is falling back and regrouping.
Yeah,
I
Probably
call
with
it the same thing.
reinforcements.
Where
she
is
didn't
he
hear me
shooting?
yell. I told you
Oh,
to
the wall behind
surrender.
you?
Meanwhile, on the outside, lightning is still striking randomly between the top of the tower, this fucking thing over here, and maybe that bridge if it's in range. Lucas, is that bridge in range? How large is the distance meters on this fucking map?
How big is
Distance?
this fucking town?
Yeah, no, I'm wondering how far away this bridge is from the boat, because I'm wondering where exactly the actual range segment is. I think this thing down here is the range segment, but I can't read it. It's too fucking small.
It's also in fucking French.
Yeah, there's that too.
I see 100 on there.
Yes, but what? 100 what?
But at what cost?
At what cost? He says as the bridge is burning, the walls are burning, the tower is burning. There's lightning everywhere. Don't worry, it's only an angry dwarf.
Do you want to say 100 meters?
Wait. 100 meters. Crap. I need conversion.
Meters is roughly 3.3 feet.
And this thing says 100 feet, doesn't it? I'm trying to remember if this spell says 100 feet or 120 feet.
It might be
It's
less than 100
120
meters.
feet.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, which means it's out of range.
Hmm.
So no zapping the bridge. I guess I'll just wait for everyone to get back on the boat.
Damn you, any spell that's not fire related.
Oh, hold on.
You're worried about fire-related stuff. I'm sorry, man. Cleric of Thor. I'm all about that lightning.
No, that's what I'm saying. But everything that's not a fire spell normally has a. That's not burning hands.
So, are you guys gonna go, open the portcullis so that I can actually start getting this boat moving?
Loot the books.
I
Like how you
still
say
see an
loot the
initiative order, so
Who's doing what?
We're still stuck in initiative until Lucas decides to lower that initiative order,
Oh, then it would be.
or at least hide the initiatives.
Yeah, then it would be Pages.
who is making her way back to the boat or standing by me and waiting from what she last said?
Yeah.
So you guys would eventually get up there after, shit is
Yeah.
over and done with for the most part.
Yeah. So now that I've taken a few hits and whatnot, and I feel fucking alive, I am going to proceed to make my way over
I'm just
to
like
the.
glad you guys didn't bother to stick around. The French loved horses.
Yep. Anyway, gonna open that gate.
Thank God I have lightning and loud noises. Very
War
loud noises and
horses
very
specific.
scary lightning. War
This
horses
is
still won't charge directly into where a lightning bolt just landed in front of their face.
this is fair, but there's also the point to be made that this would not be the first time that they've fucking dealt with storms.
Yeah, did you look more person than snake
Yes.
though?
Also, I don't think you want a rampaging warhorse that close to you.
Yeah.
Much better to just lightning bolt in front of them before they ever get close. Or better yet, strike them with lightning, and then they start to scatter because, God fucking damn it, you're not going to control a horse that just got struck by lightning. Horses don't shrug that off.
Nope. And you are going to lower the portcullis. You doing this manually, or are you gonna have Pacific fucking shatter it again?
Manually, because that's why we went in there in the first place.
Because
That
we're
is the
not
entire reason
brutes.
for
It would
doing
have been so much faster if I just shattered it, but we aren't complete barbarians. Only mostly barbarians.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I came here to punch people's faces in.
All right, then you can start punching the chain.
Yeah.
That's not a face, now is it?
Anything's a face if you can punch it enough times to reshape it into one. God, you're a monk. Be creative. In any case, so manually lowering the portcullis.
Yep.
You chilling.
And I'm just chilling on the boat, zapping the walls occasionally, waiting for, something to change so I can move the boat. Lucas.
I mean, the portcullis will come down. The fucking bridge is barely wide enough to let it through.
But it is wide enough.
When nobody
But it
bothers to
is.
check and you scrape the sides of your fucking boat on some,
We can make repairs. It'll be a pain in the ass and annoying. Repairs for Vikings. Any self-respecting Viking knows at least how to do field repairs on their fucking ships. Mostly because that was literally your ticket back home. If you didn't know how to at least repair your boat, you're kind of fucked. The moment something happens to it. So, I guess I'm giving the order for the boat to start moving. Since the portcullis is no longer in the way.
You have more, authority than I do.
Of course I do.
You're
Didn't
a
you already jump overboard to get into the tower?
I know, I'm waiting for that.
You've just been sprinting the entire time.
I'm an athlete.
So anyway,
So anyway, I started blasting,
I'm gonna
the
go
tower,
pick up my
the
ram.
walls, and everything.
Sadly, I'm still down 2 javelins. Because nothing I've killed with a well, I only killed. Did that guy rip the javelin out of his back, or did... The fuck? Anyway, did that guy rip the javelin out of his back, or you just run off with my javelin?
he ran off with your fucking javelin, guy.
Fucking great. Anyway, I'm gonna pick up my portable ram, and I'm gonna
Wow.
head back down to that fuck. I don't need help carrying the ram. It's only nice to have help when you're actually using the ram. Oh, no. I still have 6 javelins left. Then, make my way down to the boat.
Meanwhile, just like, yes, give the order for the boat to start moving because the hardest and longest part is going to be lining up the boat so that we can actually get it through the fucking bridge. The narrowest point. Honestly, at this point, you guys could probably just jump off the bridge to get onto the boat.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
I vote the monk first to see how much falling damage we would have taken.
Are you sure? The monk does have. All right, all right.
That's the point.
That's
Yeah.
the point.
Wait. All right. Wait. I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm looking. If I actually did everything right.
You have slow fall.
Hold. Hold on.
You
It's
get
being
that at
fixed.
level 4.
Yes,
And
I
it's
have
25 points of damage.
It's what?
He can negate 25 points of damage from falling. Because it's 5 times his monk level. He's a level 5 monk.
Okay, I highly doubt that it's going to be a 25-foot fall. Like a 20 to 25-foot fall.
I'll do it.
What's he jumping off of?
He's
The
jumping from the
bridge.
bridge onto the boats.
And Pacific, it's not 25-foot fall, 25 points of damage. Meaning
Yeah.
all those d6 got to equal 25 or less.
Let me see.
So he
Yeah,
could
so
jump
that
from
would be a
40
20
feet.
foot. What?
He could jump from
Oh, it's
40
right for
feet.
every 10 feet. That's right, it's every 10, not every 5. Okay.
And that would be a maximum of 24 points of damage.
The wall
If you're
doesn't sit that
remember,
high.
folks, if you're ever in doubt of how much falling damage you're going to take, just go ahead and underestimate how much of a well, actually, just overestimate. It's always better to overestimate if you're if you're calculating how much damage you're going to take from something.
Yep, max damage on those d6s. So as long as he's jumping for 40 feet or less, he's not going to take a single point.
Haha. Yep.
So jump, monk, jump.
Jump. I jump.
Jump, you damn monkey.
So
I was
Lucas,
gonna jump
how
anyway.
many points of damage did he take?
None.
Haha.
It's
Okay,
not high enough. It's 30 feet.
it's a 30-foot drop from the bridge.
Yeah. It sat as high as the wall, Pacific.
This bridge.
Yes. That bridge. Because it has to sit as
Shit.
high as the wall.
Actually, I just realized I should have made the monk go last. I have a grappling hook. I could have hooked the grappling hook, gone down, and then the monk give me back my grappling hook and jump himself off.
God damn it. Well, fortunately, we have time. You can force him to climb back up.
I'll go back up.
I mean, or I could just jump into the water. It's not going to do as much damage, especially if I pass the save and, land correctly. Because Lucas said this is a very deep pool. I have enough depth to offset the force.
You're just head back. That's the problem. Well, okay, I guess Geminox is just gonna, take the other approach where he's just gonna walk across the entire bridge, go down to where it's closer to where the boat is, and then jump.
Fine with them. I like the
Just
express elevator because I'm a
it's
badass.
just faster and cooler to jump onto the boat or into the water next to the boat. The dwarf doesn't get that option. The dwarf sinks like a rock.
And this is why I am a monk. Yeah. Eee.
Mm-hmm.
Soft landing.
So, Lucas,
What?
waiting for a save call or something.
You're gonna make your way towards there.
No, I meant for them getting onto the boat. Whatever. Let's go.
I mean, if you're gonna be dumb enough to jump off the fucking thing, you're gonna take fall damage.
What do you mean?
Lucas, it's me
I'm
that we're
okay.
talking about. I jumped off the bridge into the water because you said it's deep.
Yes,
I can offset quite a bit of that damage.
you would be
Sure.
fine.
Exactly.
Now, as for the
Splish
last
splash.
person, Paige,
Your water
how are
is
you
trash.
getting back on the boat?
The water is a lifesaver in the moment.
Splish splash, your HP is
Yeah.
trash.
Swim page.
You do realize my character. I literally said my character has told you guys she sinks like a rock in water.
Yeah, so how are you getting back on the boat? Are you jumping
With a
onto the
jump.
boat while it's passing under the bridge, or are you just going to try to run and catch up with the boat on land before you jump onto the boat?
Can I just follow the boat on land?
Jump.
All right,
Jump. Jump.
we got someone who's just gonna run all the way to the college.
Like, I'm scared of tipping
Well,
the boat over if I jump.
well, Lucas, business as usual as we're sailing down the way all the way to the rest of the college. I'm just gonna keep lightning bolting. I'm just gonna keep call lightning the walls.
That's how I'm
Business as
following the boat.
usual.
I'm just following the lightning.
I swear to God, if any of them poke their head up, they're gonna fucking get murked.
Like, if sort of like they come to a turn, like if they turn somewhere, I'm just going to follow the lightning.
Well, actually, until we get to here, because I want to lightning bolt the church instead of the wall. It actually looks like the church is built into part of the wall. Hey, look, a religious building! Lightning bolts. Jacob, you're back on the boat. Where exactly are we parking?
The idea was to park over here by this wall and grappling hook up and over.
Yeah, but for some reason he insisted that we kept going down this instead of taking any of these back channels, which seems to imply that we're too big to go down these channels.
Is that true, Lucas?
For the wall,
No,
For
for these
for the side channels.
those would not be wide enough for the boat to get through.
Hmm. I guess we're parking on this far shore.
parking right here.
Mm-hmm.
Packing. You're gonna park a car in Harvard Yard?
Parking a car in Harvard Yard.
Also, Lucas, are we close enough for me to light this church on fire with a lightning bolt?
God, you're an ass.
They shot me in the back. Of course, I'm gonna burn their shit. Are
Yes,
we?
but that's also where most of the shit is.
We ain't here for that. We're here for the college.
Which is
And
attached to the church.
No, the college is over here. Remember? I'm lightning bolting this.
Ah.
yes,
The thing that's built into the wall in the main city.
he wants to blow up the other place.
I'm blowing up the place that we aren't walking into.
Mhm.
It's sort of as a big fuck you to the city guard for shooting me in the back.
I mean, the city guard don't deal with that until after you're gone.
I know, but it's a giant fuck you that they're gonna have to deal with at some point. Am I close enough?
You would be close enough.
It's getting a call lightning.
Anyway, Lucas, I know this isn't mechanically how this works, but I'm gonna expend one of the uses of my healer kit as an action to start wrapping up my wounds while I'm on the boat.
Alright.
I know it literally does nothing for me and waste that, but mechanics versus lore.
I'd give you a healing word, but right now I'm too busy causing wanton destruction across our wall.
Shrug.
Because fuck the wall. If I
So
can't
everybody's
zap
getting out.
people, I'm gonna zap wall.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're not leaving anybody to guard the boat.
I mean,
I'm
not
good.
anyone
Leaving the crew, I
important.
presume. Well, depends.
Some of
How many?
crew.
Yeah, we don't need to take the entire crew with us. Uh, Lucas, before I get out, did I succeed in lighting this thing on fire with lightning?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, then I'll get out. My work here is done, he says as he starts a raging wildfire in the town.
Me sitting here looking at the college like there's one fucking way in.
Yeah,
Can I
but
That's
ask
we're
where
a
you're
going over
wrong,
question?
the wall.
The
Lucas.
wall.
And
Grappling
we're
hooks,
going over
Lucas.
the wall.
Can I ask a quick question?
Mm-hmm.
How long till I catch up with them?
That boat, if I remember correctly, what was it? Technically was faster than a fucking horse.
Yeah, you're a rather good ways behind us. Don't worry, we'll leave a rope for you.
I made no promises of that.
The real question is how we're gonna get the stuff down.
I mean, once we're inside, we can kick out the front door.
That's fair.
You mean on the other side of the fucking yes?
Yes,
And
obviously.
I was thinking about this from a militaristic standpoint. That'd be a horrible fucking idea. You'd be better off barricading and then yeeting shit over the walls.
I'm aware of that, Lucas.
Yes, but you see, if we engage them in the streets, I can just drop lightning on their heads. So they're not going to be dumb enough to go towards the giant ass storm cloud that's been dropping lightning on their walls and just targeted a church.
Main idea is where is the fucking gate on here?
The
It's
gate,
gonna be the north side by the
I
fucking
believe it's
tree.
this spot right there.
Yeah, it'd be north side by the road.
That has a building attached to it. Yes, we can barricade that. Just laugh. But yes, we're going over the walls to enter in from the rear.
I
Like
can
any
blow
good
up.
Viking.
Huh? I can
Just
actually collapse that building.
you've been able to hear multiple like church bells going off. You just nuked one of them.
Yeah, yes. Here's multiple church bells. Nukes a church. Shut the fuck up.
So, Lucas, we're going over these walls.
All right.
We going over the walls, guys?
We going over
We'll
the
have to make
walls.
athletics checks to climb.
Well, we're definitely using ropes, and one of us has a climbing speed. Rat boy, tie a rope up at the top of the wall.
Nat 20 for me, so 27 on my grappling hook.
Because the climbing check allows me to ignore some athletics stuff, right?
Yep.
Thank God.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here. I'm just like, I'm gonna do the smart thing and wait until there's a rope there.
I mean,
I can get over with that 20, right?
That depends entirely on how many handholds there are.
I can get over with that 20, right, Crow?
why
Not if
did
you're
none,
trying to scale the fucking wall.
why did none of you buy grappling hooks? I fucking
I
bought
have a,
grappling hooks for
I
the
have a
crew.
grappling hook. I have a grappling hook. It's just that we have someone with an innate climb speed. Why would I throw my grappling hook if I have someone who can literally climb to the top of the wall and just place it there?
Because he's also dealing with other ropes.
I can
Yeah,
only carry
my
so many
rope.
ropes.
Yeah, my rope.
Damn. I see what's up.
Shut up. I just nuked a church. Okay.
Like shit, I bought grappling hooks for the fucking standard ass crew because I expected shit like this.
So, are you tying up the ropes at the top, or am I gonna have to
I
float my own stuff?
absolutely will tie
Okay,
ropes at the
good.
top. I like to
you
be a
still,
credit.
you still got to make athletics check to climb the rope, but
Yeah, I know.
All that matters is I don't have to.
It's a little
I
easier than,
made it up the rope,
just
guys.
hoping and praying that there's actually going to be,
That
handholds.
20 gets you like 5, they get you like 15 feet up.
This is gonna end poorly.
I
Oh,
made it up.
16.
I made it
So
up.
I have to
Muted
climb the fucking
myself
rope,
over.
Lucas.
I mean, it's DC 15 for the fucking climbing of a rope.
Hooray! I made it
Damn,
by one.
that's hot.
climbing is not easy. That's why in Pathfinder, my character's climb is like plus 31.
As somebody who has had to free climb a fucking rope,
Mm-hmm.
it sucks.
Right, we up now.
So, wait, did Paige already roll the athletics? No, right, that's right.
No.
Paige isn't even at the wall yet. Okay,
no,
yeah.
I've been running, sort of like following where the lightning and fire is.
Why am I just imagining that by the time you get there, you just reach the wall, heavy breathing, looks up, we didn't leave a rope for you. Motherfuckers!
Oh, I didn't plan to climb. I planned to guard the boat.
You will join the like 50. I forget how many people I had. I think I have like 40 people on the boat. I don't know.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
If anything, think of it as
15
I'm the
guards.
person on the ground who's transporting the stuff onto the boat.
Right, you're the person we're dropping stuff on. Got it.
Pretty much, yes.
Anywho, so Lucas, what
He'll
is on
give
the
you
other
a warning. It
side?
hits the ground first, though.
So you're gonna get up over the wall, which does not have a fucking walkway on it,
Indeed.
and then
Oh,
you got
that's
a
easy.
20-foot drop.
Whoop. Um,
This is why personal grappling hook
How
is
many-
personal grappling hook. Switch that bitch over and ride it down.
great.
I'm-
I'm just gonna have to just fucking straddle the damn wall so I can attach my grappling hook to my rope.
Unlike you, I'm just climbing over and then hopping off the wall.
And then anybody that,
Fuck
you
you,
know.
monk. Fuck you.
Oh no, the best thing about it is Monk doesn't have a way back over.
Yep, because
Oh
he's not
god,
level 9. He can't run up walls yet.
oh god, the inside is most likely smooth.
Can't run up.
I forgot about that. The interior of the wall is probably smooth.
What you don't get is you guys have your ropes. I can climb over. I can climb using yours.
So the dwarf has to go through the rather lengthy process of detach the of literally just sit there on the wall, detach the rope, tie a grappling hook to it, then reattach the grappling hook to the wall, and then slide down the rope. Dwarf did not think this through. Go on ahead, guys. I'll catch up in a minute. God damn it.
Right. So, are we beating people to death, boss?
No.
No, if anything, they're hostages if we have to take more time.
Okay.
Unless they
We're
fight
here
back,
for
then
the
you can break
valuables.
something.
Out of character, I forgot what we're stealing.
We're stealing the books, we're stealing the shiny stuff, and we're stealing the money.
Got it.
Yep. You know, things that wouldn't break when you drop them 30 feet off a wall.
Also, if you see a professor, we can probably tie him in a rope and just lower him off the wall. The nerds are important.
Fucking nerd.
Nerd.
And you points at the guy with the glasses. Me? Yes, you. We're taking you. Why? Because you're a fucking nerd. Get in the boat.
I don't want it. Right.
So, Lucas, how long does it take to search the place, and do we encounter any resistance?
You will encounter resistance the moment you get inside.
Beating them to
Inside the
death.
building?
Inside the building. You mean you're going to
Yay!
try to beat them to death, Ines? They're wearing armor.
Yeah. Wait,
Well,
what?
this is why I have the big ass battle axe.
Well,
What do you mean I
well,
can't lightning bolt them? All right, pulls out axe. I guess I
well,
have to do this the old-fashioned way.
looks like we're gonna have to do this the sharp way. Pulls out sword. I'm
Actually, it'd be actually. I just realized. I think this spell actually would be more effective.
I can suplex one of them.
God damn it!
I'm a Senko.
You mean you could try?
Yeah.
Actually, this is more effective for me to do this. I'm just going to use Pious Strike instead. Unless any of them get close enough to get within decapitation range. It's not axe whacking range, it's decapitation range. Get it right.
When I kick in the door, whoever's wait, are we kicking in the door?
I mean, you're free to go
If
through
it
fucking
isn't.
windows.
Nah, I don't want to go through a window. I'm gonna kick in the door.
Honestly, I'd rather go in through the window.
N-
But that's
Dwarf
just
goes.
because I literally look like a guy just crawled out of hell.
Yeah,
So
you're gonna go through the window. I'm going through the door.
Don't worry, I only look like a demon. Breaks into college. By God, what is that thing? I'm your worst nightmare.
You would produce fear, so
Yes, I was muted. That explains it. Meanwhile, me, while not leading the charge this time, I will be in second row. Let the minions go in first as I come in like any boss should, just reeking of absolute horror.
group fear check and they passed with a nat 20.
Those
Group
poor
fear
bastards.
check from what?
These guards
From
rolling
you.
really good.
From the me.
From the small blackened creature that literally just flopped itself
What?
through a fucking window.
Don't forget the red eyes. The small blackened red-eyed creature that just flopped through a window.
You know what you're met by?
I like to think you swear a little when you go finally head over the thing. Like, oh god, damn.
You're met
What
by
am I met
9
by?
men wearing chainmail, and they have shields and longswords.
Okay,
Ooh,
are they all
he's
in a
a
group?
knight.
They are currently in shield
Are
wall
they in a
formation.
formation?
Shield wall formation.
Okay, is it a square or two lines?
It would not be a square formation. They're not expecting cavalry.
So it's two lines?
Yes.
This is gonna be fun. Okay, so they're formed up. So I broke through a window and they're going in through the door. Does that mean that technically I'm facing the side of their formation since they were expecting someone to break through the door?
No.
Or am I
They're
just standing further down the line than everyone else?
You're standing further down the line because they are down the main hallway. So they're in the
Hmm.
area that leads out into the courtyard. That little sort
Okay,
of
so I'm
pathway
just
there.
gonna quickly draw something here. So basically it's like this and then they're just standing like this. Where this is their line and these are the hallway sides. Is that correct? Lucas?
What?
I said, so I'm just going to quickly draw something here. So they're standing like this, where these are the hallway sides, and this is where they're standing.
Yes.
All right. So let's see. No point in keeping Call Lightning up, really.
And this, since there's two lines of them, that's four men in each line with one extra.
Yep, who's probably standing in the back.
I mean, they're also wearing helmets, so you can't exactly see their faces and can't identify who the oldest is because none of them are standing out of formation.
Oh, I don't give a shit about who's the oldest here. I'm going to kill all of them.
You're going to try to kill all of them.
I'm going to attempt murder in mass. Let me see. What should I hit them with? There's the good old-fashioned shit. Do these look like standard guards with just better gear, or do they look
No.
more professional?
These
They
are
look hard.
significantly more professional.
Like I said, these
Significantly more
boys are
professional.
knights.
Got it.
Knights.
Well, that's gonna be fun. Hmm. Let me see. A 10-foot radius sphere would get here and then here. So that's. Oh shit! I can actually get their entire. I can get their entire formation.
Hit it.
Okay. Hey, Lucas. Shatter towards the back of them a little bit.
I mean, none of us have run up on them, so you should be good.
Yeah. So all of them need to make Constitution saves for half damage. Fuck.
Two
Nope.
nat 20s.
2 natural 20s.
18 plus 2, so modified 20. Well, two
Let
mod
me see.
20s,
One,
a
two,
mod
three,
19.
four. Four fail. The rest pass. So the fails take 13 points of thunder damage, and the passes take half that. So
Sick.
6. That wasn't as great as I thought it would be.
Aha! Jack shit.
Aha! Still, damage on
Dang.
all of them.
Are they
And then I'm going to
advancing?
use my movement to back up a little bit behind
Yes.
the poor tanky people.
Are they moving in up in formation, or are they just standing there?
They have no interest in advancing.
I mean, I could just keep peppering them with damage. That's perfect.
Although there is
God
only
damn it.
the small one at the moment.
Because no one's broken in through the door yet. Someone fucking kick in the door!
Boom!
So
You kind of
Why
broke
don't I
in
catch
the
up?
side
I mean,
specifically ahead of us.
suppose it. Well, no, because Ainz literally went like, "I'm going to kick in the door."
Like, we just got done rolling your damage, though. Like,
No, I mean he said that when I was, like when I was commenting on how exactly we were getting in. Ainz stated outright he was breaking down the door,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Why don't we just go through the windows?" So I flopped through the window
I'm
while
still
he
going
broke
through the
down the
door.
door. Like, well, he's trying to go through the door.
which is
And we're
barricaded as you can see from this side.
So I'm gonna hop back out the window in that case.
You won't have time because they're gonna close distance with you.
So what I'm hearing here is I need to basically drop spells on top of myself. Got it.
Whoa.
I mean,
Looks like I'm going through the window.
Pacific's gonna take like 18d8.
Gotta love them
Swing, you
long
fox.
swords.
Swings. That was just their saves that he rolled.
Yeah.
I need to see actual attack rolls from them. Keep in mind,
Not yet.
I haven't
Because if I remember
actually.
correctly, it's 14
I haven't
damage
actually.
for the ones that failed, right? I have all these
It's
set up.
13.
it's 13 for the ones that failed,
Okay.
and
I
6
have
for
all
the
these
ones that passed.
tokens set up for fucking.
And I would most assuredly still have my back to the wall, so at most I could only get 5 people around me.
Which is exactly what they're going to fucking do, Pacific.
Unless I'm against a. Well, unless there's a wall next to me. How wide is this hallway?
It would be 20 feet wide.
20 feet. What?
It's the
Yeah,
primary hallway for a church and a.
and I went in through the window next to the door,
Yes.
which means I'm probably right against a wall, which means only 3 of them would be able to get to me. Because I'd technically be in the corner of that formation.
And they'll all have advantage.
Wait, how?
Cornered.
You're blocked in. That gives them advantage.
That is another way to get advantage.
With a
It's either
fucking window that's open.
Which one of them could honestly hop up on? You're short.
Go into the window.
I'm a dwarf. I'm still classified as a medium-sized creature.
I know. And who's to say they can't just shove you into. Because you're technically not in the corner yet. One of them could make a shove attack and shove you into the corner.
Technically, I'm still in my square, still taking up the square where they would have to only be able to get 3 people there, unless they're all small-sized. Are you telling me that there's a bunch of gnomes
No,
that I'm
Pacific. The thing
attacking?
is, you're either taking 3 attacks or 5. You're taking 5 if you're up against the window immediately, because you're not in a corner.
Lucas, you just described this being a 20-foot hallway.
Yes.
Where the fuck is the window compared to the door?
Have you never been inside a place where it's not just straight hallway? There's a hallway that leads across as a T section. You're in the T, the top part of the T. The hallway they're coming out at you at would be the pole for the T. So you are not in the corner.
Honestly, it would be better to probably put my back to a corner, but fuck it, I'll put my back to the window. At least give me
So
a chance
only
to jump back
2 of
out.
them can get advantage.
At least gives me
Better
a
than
chance to
nothing.
jump out. Go. Hit me while I sit here with my 50 health and hope and pray that it's enough.
1, 2,
So
3, 2. I think that's 3 fucking misses.
for what? First off, is that first one rolling? Or are these the
Oh, I
non-advantage
forgot
ones?
to add. These are attack rolls, so that 16 would be an 18.
Yeah, but are these the ones without advantage?
Yes,
Okay, only one of those hits.
because I forgot to add the proficiency bonus that they get for it. So
But they're proficient with long swords.
yes,
That still wouldn't have changed it.
yeah,
But let me see. Yeah, and so 3 hits.
3d8.
Go ahead. I'm not scared.
And then that's plus strength bonus, correct?
Yes.
Should be. Yeah. So
20 damage.
I've been hit by grandparents who hurt, who hit harder.
My grandfather hit me harder. It was horrifying.
I've been hit by a cow harder than you.
Now then, I guess I will take the next turn. I see that there's a dwarf by the window, and he's getting wailed on.
You see flashes of swords and Pacific.
And a
You will
dwarf
take.
yelling insults.
Yeah.
While
Jumping
getting
through a window.
stabbed repeatedly.
Sighs, and I'm gonna make my way up to the window. Use
I've
bonus action to extend reach, so I have 10-foot spear, so I can stab through this window without trying to get up into the window.
Did you
Let's
pick
see.
up your
Just so
battering
that we have
ram?
Pacific,
actual,
you're
so that we have
token.
actual
Yep.
reference, I'd be right there.
And
With
yes, I have my battering
these
ram.
3, with the 3 on this side and the 1 back here, all taking dodge actions.
Ah, here we go.
All right.
And then Pacific is right up against the wall, so if I was here, I'd be on
Right
the
over
other
my
side of the
head.
wall.
And yes, you'd be right outside the window.
That's fine. I can poke him, and I can poke him. So that's
Perfect
what's
thing
gonna.
is that they all blocked up right where I can thunder strike a group of them.
All right. So
I may have a battle axe, but I also have spells.
first one is a modified 20. Lucas,
What?
modified 20 on the first attack.
That's going to hit.
Grab my D8, not my D10. 14 points of damage on this one.
Still up.
You know what? Better just do it this way. I'm gonna hit him again. Let's
So
see.
I'm dealing with fucking knights.
And that is 15 plus 8, should be a bit higher.
Don't worry, Pacific. You know the thing I forgot? They have fucking multi-attack.
Yep, that's why I
I
mentioned
am fine.
19.
It's fine. They underestimated the swing. Yeah, like they underestimated the dwarf. Ow. Says the dwarf who is still repeatedly getting smacked.
Pop, 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 pop. Ah!
13
dwarf,
points of
I've
damage.
been hit by cows harder than that. Ow.
Still up.
All right. Oh wait, I just realized. Right, I have 10 feet of reach, so I could be poking him from here. Technically, from just out of the window. I moved up against the wall for.
So in the game, you're not allowed to show any
Anyway, so yes, I poke him from there, and then that ends my turn.
All right.
So who's taking the? Oh, that's right. You two are too busy trying to break through the door.
Pacific.
I saw I was going
Ah,
through the window when the door
yes.
didn't open.
it would still take
but
your
the problem
turn
is
to
you
attempt to
wasted
open the
your
door.
turn trying to open the door before I jumped through the window.
Yeah, I know.
Well, now no one else
So-
can fit in the window now, I don't think.
Not until I get out of the way.
Bam.
Yeah.
There are multiple windows in this hallway. I hope you realize that.
Yeah, I know.
It's
The
just
rat can't get through a window because fucking glass.
Because glass.
the dwarf
Glass
just said,
is
"Fuck
sharp.
glass, helmet first."
And I've already been hurt before by
Flop.
arrows. And I'm not made of health like every other
So-
class here.
Let me see.
Class health
How
for me is a
big
limited
is
resource.
The 15-foot cube.
But I'd be looking for another window. Fuck this door shit. Because he just punched it like, nope, not opening, chief.
So Lucas, fuck. Basically everyone in this cubed area
So 6
with a
guys.
thunder wave. Yeah, with 6 guys. So that would be everyone needs to make another save. Give me just a moment.
Woo,
Take
con saves.
that. Yeah, and this I believe is also Constitution save.
Yep. So no bonus for that dodge.
Yeah, doesn't take much damage, but I need to see their saves. They all fail. So
I rolled d6s.
Oh fuck.
Yes,
Well,
yeah.
Damn.
roll again.
They still all
let's
fail.
see.
Wait, maybe that 15.
No, the 15 and the 13 both. Who are the 15 and the 13s?
So it would be 4, 9, and then I'm sure you can figure it out from there.
And this one's 15. Yeah. Okay, so all the ones that fail get pushed 10 feet away and knocked prone.
So what's your DC save?
That's a 15. Like I
Okay.
said, everyone who rolled, so all except for 2 of them get pushed away and knocked prone. And let me see, does this negate the like 10 feet away from me?
Yep.
And oh, correction. Wait, they aren't knocked prone. Why the
No, it
fuck
doesn't
is
knock
this?
the prone, it just pushes them.
Yeah, it pushes them. Let's see. So these guys take 1 damage. These guys take 3 damage.
Yes.
Any unsecured object inside this area just got knocked 10 feet away.
Not the artwork.
Everyone in this entire, like everyone within 300 feet of these hallways, which probably is going to be echoing, hears literally a thunderous boom originate from right here. Well, actually, it's right here.
Oh, don't worry, Pacific. You know how echoes hurt?
Yes.
Everybody gets to make a wisdom save or be deafened.
Hooray!
Everybody
Because I
can't
don't
That'd
need
be
to
decide.
hear.
fun.
Good. I don't need to hear
Actually,
shit.
it would be a Constitution save.
Figured as
It's
much.
fine. I still don't need to hear shit.
Is that inside the building
18.
in general?
Just inside the building, or
So
if you're
literally-
in front of a window.
So
Which
so
I
what
just
thought
moved away
this
from
is
window.
going to fucking distract everyone with the sheer sound of this. Please, everyone with your bucket heads, roll the fucking save.
Ah, that's a lot of deafened people.
Hooray! Because I'm yeeting myself out the window.
Deafened does not mean disabled, Pacific.
I know, but I'm still yeeting myself out the window anyways. That was mostly in hopes that I might be able to get some damage off of me, which that got rid of 1 opportunity attack. Entirely.
40, 20s.
And it got rid of the advantage. So it was the perfect guy to get knocked away. Let's
Somebody's
see.
still
1
nat
natural
20
20 and 1. Okay, that's still only 2 hits. I'll be fine.
is, however, 3d8 plus
10. Or no, 6.
The windowsill is probably
18
difficult. Sure.
damage.
That's fine. I'm assuming that the windowsill is probably difficult terrain.
Yep. 'Cause
Okay,
glass.
so yep, so I can make it to here. And that was 18, so 30, so I'm down to 12.
Pacific jumped in the window looking fine, comes out looking beat to shit.
I am on fire today.
It's okay. So they already made their attacks and stuff, then got yeeted by Pacific. That means it rolls back around to me, right?
They didn't get to make those attacks. Those were
opportunity attacks as I was running. I ate a
already
lot of their
Alright.
reactions, and I knocked.
I was
some
looking at
people
all
back.
their fucking saves that they had to do.
God, they're all backing away from the window. Best part is the deafened ones now are gonna have difficulty hearing orders.
Yeah, you're assuming that they were getting orders though. So they have moved back into their defensive position and have all taken dodge actions.
Yes, so there are 9 of them, and they're all going to stay in defensive formation. Wait, they only have the swords and the shields?
Swords and shields.
Okay.
They haven't had reason to throw anything, so
They're about to
Good,
get a
I can
reason.
fix that.
I get back in
We're
from the
both
window.
just sitting here like, well, good, let's give them a reason.
So, you moved their formation weird. Which one of the ones looks like they just got beat to shit from 2 stabs and a thunder wave? Because I know he's the most hurt.
Yeah, there was one that was like right there that was badly
I think
injured.
it's
I don't
this
know where
guy.
he went.
the nice thing about wearing armor with a helmet and clothing is it's hard to see who the fuck
Yeah,
is bleeding the most.
but
Yeah,
you
but
would
there's only
notice the
one
ones with the
person who got
stab wounds.
stabbed.
Everyone else was hit with spells. Yeah, specifically sonic damage. Only one person has stab wounds in this entire group. Everyone else is suffering from their ears bleeding, most likely, but nowhere else. All he has to do is look for the one with the blood on the armor instead of on the sword. So,
Bring me that, Lucas.
Hmm?
Is the fucker in the front line?
Yes.
honestly, I'm just wondering
Then
if
which one is he?
damage to their equipment.
That pinged really
Probably
weird.
wouldn't, but
This one? Ah, that one. Cool. So still within my range. So, gonna look at him. Gonna look at his friend. Use my bonus action to extend my reach and stab this man twice with disadvantage. Alright, that's average. And that's higher. So 10 plus 8 is 18.
That is a match.
Alright, good to know. Again, with my nat 20s on disadvantage. And that is a 13. So.
One stab.
Huh? 2
no,
stabs.
that was a 13.
I'm only even counting on the dice.
I thought 13 modified.
No,
Nope.
I've so far only done dice.
That was just the raw.
Alright,
He hasn't
so
modified yet.
2 stabs. It's been really fun if I fucking still had superiority dice.
All right, because we aren't high enough level yet for you to regain a superiority.
Yeah. That is 7 points of damage from the first attack. And then 4, 8, 10 points of damage on the second one. So 17 total.
Still up.
Very nice. I stand here in this window.
They're going to
Oh
rotate
god,
him
that's
out.
going to be a little annoying.
And actually, they're going to back up a bit as well.
God
I'm gonna
damn it,
bump you
Jacob!
back.
I was going to shoot him.
They've rotated him out, and there you go. They're
Oh,
10
so they
feet
backed
back.
up an entire.
And I presume since they all have tactics, they're smart enough to disengage.
Yes.
Thought so.
And the ones that didn't disengage have taken dodge actions.
That,
Which ones are
a good
those?
chunk of them are still deaf.
Or no, I know you're smart enough. It's all the ones in the front line disengaged, all the ones in the back line.
Oh god, this
I
could go
can't wait to
absolutely.
fucking pick up Sentinel. Just start
Oh
stabbing
god,
them anyway.
This could actually go horribly for them if someone yeets through a different window, because most of them are too deafened to hear it.
What do you think I was trying to do?
Only a few of the
That's
ones
why
in
I'm
the
trying to
formation would
slink
even
my
realize
way
that
on
they're.
the road.
We'll get to rolling, because they're very focused on me.
Yeah, I'd like
Just
to
keep moving
slink
yourself
down
along.
the building.
Yeah, the main
I'm
problem
short
here is
enough
now
to
I've
just
got
go underneath the windowsills too. Like,
main problem here is now if I were to try to attack them with my ranged attacks, they have cover because Jacob is still standing in the window.
and I'd like to peek up into the next window I come across to see if any of them are there or not.
Oh boy. Well, Lucas, does he see anyone inside the window?
I mean, they've backed up so you cannot see them from the window.
Dang, I better play it safe. Go down to the next window.
He's gonna end up in a completely different corridor than the rest of us.
Don't know where the fuck all this fighting's going on, but evidently it ain't here. You're free to ask questions. I mean, the boat is sitting there, and you are fucking bolting it, because guess what? That boat is a good bit down there.
You're still busy running.
Oh no, no, no. Not at the moment.
That's gonna be, the second window I look for. That's the one I go in.
So the question here is, Pines, where are you yeeting yourself in?
I
Or are
figured
you
he'd
just
want
still
the closest
window?
window.
I'm gonna go any window. What window was broken? I want to go on the other side of that. Same
This
relative
window, the one that right there was broken. The one you just saw a dwarf jump out of.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna yeet myself in the relative same corridor, but different
So
window.
literally the first window I just walked away from.
Yes.
So that would be the window
Yeah,
way over
that's
here
why.
somewhere. Way off to the side somewhere. Got it.
That's why
Yeah.
I didn't want that one.
In the same corridor as the one that Pacific jumped through on the other side.
I was at the T intersection, apparently.
You know, the one fucking hallway they have that's over there that doesn't lead directly in.
Well, in that
It's,
case.
you know, like sunrooms, it's like one of those.
Yep.
Hmm.
So is anybody doing anything else?
Yeah, I'm going
I
into the
mean,
next window.
So
Wait,
on
did
my
I
on my turn, I actually am going to ask the our leader over here, hey, Yuck.
steps to side.
Lucas, is it my turn?
I mean, I'm not stopping you, and they're not moving up until somebody moves in.
Perfect. This one right here is getting shot with light. A very strong beam of light. Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Okay, he takes 2d8. Of course it doesn't.
And
Great. 8 points of radiant.
and as you're proceeding to shoot bastards with magic, you wouldn't happen to have fire, would you?
Give me just a moment to check.
Rotate.
Also, I'd just like to point out I am, in fact, also going to bonus action Healing Word on Jaroon.
Trap or no, you can't dink
If
her.
memory serves
One
correctly,
can't trap a
that's
girl. You can't dink.
Oh, don't worry,
1d4.
Pacific. What's your AC?
That would be a 14.
I do feel bad for you.
What did they roll? They hit the pitch black dwarf sitting in the middle of nowhere. An 11. With what modifiers?
Modify. It would only be a plus. I think it's a plus 2. Yeah, it's a plus 2.
Yeah. With it, this is an improvised weapon that they're throwing at me.
Nope.
No.
Short bow.
Short bow with only a +2. That does
They're
not.
not dexterous, boys.
No.
They are not Dexy boys. Okay, did I see which one shot that.
It is the one behind the fucker. It is the one behind this guy who just stood back up.
I'm sorry, this guy or this guy?
The guy behind this guy. So it would be this guy that shot, but his buddy just stood up to block any shots you can make.
Uh-huh. In
Anyway,
any case, so I am popping the healing word as a bonus action still over on Jaroon,
And
which would
3
have been
points
on
of
my
piercing.
turn. What do you mean 3 points of piercing?
Or arrow flies past you.
Like I said, that missed.
Yeah.
So anyways,
Anyway.
that's a d4 plus... Okay, a d4 plus my wisdom, which is +4. Okay, Jaroon, you gain back 8 health.
Very nice. And then
That
what was
would be the end of my turn. And their response was to simply shoot me with a fucking bow.
what was the status on that fire?
Well, I have thaumaturgy. I do not believe I have anything that can create fire.
Mm.
Unless you want me to just straight up drop a lightning bolt on your sword, like on your sword or javelin or whatever you want. I don't have anything that just innately creates fire.
Lucas,
What?
if a lightning bolt hits some oil, would that cause fire?
Lightning? No, it would evaporate the oil. It's too hot to actually light it on fire.
Alright. Or Vikings didn't really use oil, they had pitch, didn't they? It was more tar.
Pitch was tar, yes. Granted, nobody really used oil. They all used pitch.
Yeah, so in that case, let me rephrase to pitch.
I have to look at the temperature pitch evaporates at.
Tries to light pitch
I'll
on
make it
fire.
easy.
Fire's too fire's too strong.
I'm gonna make it easy. Free action to pull out a torch, and then I believe it's an action to use the tinderbox to light it. Or would that be part of the free action for interacting, for just lighting the torch?
I think those are both technically free actions.
I do believe so.
Then I'm gonna pull out this flask, which would more so just be
Okay,
ball
I
of
will let you
pitch.
know right now, lightning would straight evaporate that. It
Good.
evaporates at 180 Fahrenheit.
Okay, so
Good
yeah,
to know. So
no.
no, don't lightning. Good thing I have this torch.
Good. I wasn't about to use a third level spell slot before we actually had these fuckers outside where I can just zap them directly.
So Lucas,
God.
I'm about to make an improvised yeet as I'm gonna throw some stuff at this guy and then throw a torch and make alchemical fire with, pitch and tar. Since, he didn't just buy that for 50 GP.
Improvised alchemist, like alchemical fire.
Pretty
Oh
much,
god.
and he didn't get time to dodge this round because he had to disengage not to get stabbed. So, where is my dex?
Don't mind me just shooting people with lights.
Just doom.
Arrow was his pass. That's quite rude. I'm just doing my job.
21 to hit is going to hit.
Oh god.
It's a good thing they're wearing fucking metal. You can actually wash pitch off.
Yes, but that guy's gonna have to step out of combat long enough to actually go wash that off. Because it's not usually a good idea to that stuff off while you're in the middle of being attacked.
This is what rotation is for.
Doesn't matter. Still remove someone from the rotation.
Yes.
And then on the start of each of his turns, he takes another tick of that.
Alright, they are going to back up. This guy's going to rotate and he's going to dash off to where he could fucking get the pitch off.
That's nice.
That's another tick.
You can try and remove it as an action, because I'm basically just using Alchemist Fire.
You remember how I
Yes.
run things, right, Jacob?
Yeah, but the problem is,
Still a deck save if he wants to do it as an action. But he can try.
I mean, there is a fountain he can literally yeet himself into like 40 feet back.
Ah, that's nice.
doesn't he still take the tick at the start of his turn?
Mm-hmm.
He does.
Yeah,
So,
so
another
he'd still
4.
So
take
he's
the
gonna
tick.
take 2 ticks. Actually, no, he did a full-on fucking sprint.
He did a full-on sprint, so he just face planted into the fountain to get rid of the fire.
He did a full-on sprint. He dashed. I get to stab him.
Was he actually close enough to stab?
I can attack from 10 feet away. I just proceeded to yeet a ball of tar at them to see if,
Jacob.
Yeah, problem was
Distance.
he's 15.
Oh, right. They did back up again, so I couldn't do that. Whores.
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm shooting them instead of trying to thwack them.
He sprints off, the rest of them keep backing up.
As I pull out another ball of pitch.
They are going to back up their full 30 and back around some corners.
That's what I thought.
It's kind of
This
annoying
guy's
though that they
putting
all
some
got to. It's kind of
ball.
annoying that they all got to react. Because technically in the initiative, it was Jaroon, then Red Fingers, then the monk trying to yeet himself through a window, then me, then them.
Yeah.
Again.
This is why we use initiative and not just reacting.
I know, but now they just get to say fuck all that because apparently they get to take an action after every action. Which kind of sucks.
I mean, the action for Rat would be, is there enemies? No enemies,
Yes.
I'm gonna keep going. We know this.
Yeah,
We also know
that
that
still
Monk
means
would,
I get to go
yes,
before they get to
you would
go.
get to. So I will let you do yours, but Monk would literally be yeet self through fucking window, look around.
Which also means that technically this guy is still standing right there.
Yes, and I will apply the damage to him.
Yes, and that boyo is going to be shot at with shit. That doesn't.
With
I don't think that hits.
miss.
It's okay. Streak of light goes whizzing past formation.
And
I
now
just
they're
realized
backed up.
this poor bastard, he's deafened, on fire,
He's
and
deaf,
just
on fire,
desperately.
and being shot at, and he's just like, "Where the fuck is the fountain?"
So he is noped off. They've all backed around corners.
The formation is broken.
Not quite.
It has in this hallway. That just means that they have different hallways.
Gotta love them eye junctions. Fucking T one end, T the other. Fucking two three-way junctions.
I'm just gonna ask Jaroon in Norse. So, keep them distracted while they're all deaf until people can get in behind them and take all the stuff out.
Yes.
Perfect. How long do you think they still have before they can hear again?
Normally that lasts about a minute, and we've only gone through 2 rounds of combat, so about 8 rounds.
I'm just gonna head in the next window over.
Yeah,
I could
we knew
make
what
this.
you'd be doing.
I could make
You
this worse
can't
by
see
just
any
saying yes.
combat. You just see the fucking dwarf and your leader just doing shit.
Okay, and then I hear another glass window breaking.
Yep.
I mean, just
Okay,
being
I
destroyed.
could make this worse by just dropping fog cloud right here so that the guards, so that the knights can't see shit.
Because that also
Then you
means
just start
your
walking in there and
buddy
start
can't
stabbing
see
people.
shit neither.
That doesn't matter. Jaroon has melee weapon, and they're all fucking deaf. Well, most of them are deaf. If
Deafened
they
isn't
can't
a permanent
see,
thing.
I know, but that's still a minute of it. and it meaning that if I cut off their vision, like their actual sight line to one another, well, they can't exactly regroup on the person attacking them if they can't where they are see them. It will be absolute pandemonium, and unlike them, Jeroen can actually hear. Luke, Jacob,
Yes.
since you're the person who actually has enough health to go in there and start stabbing shit, you want me to throw in a fog cover so that they can't gang up on you?
I mean,
And then you just charge in there and start stabbing everything that's within 5 feet?
I've already gone in and 5 feet. I attack from 10 feet away.
I know, but you'd be in the fog cover too.
Yeah, sure.
That's alright. Lucas, I'm popping another first level spell slot to place Fog Cloud right there.
The amount of fucking just like shit show you guys are like, this sucks. Fuck that.
This sucks. Murder all of them. Fog. Fog in the building.
Your books and jewels and your books and gold icons will not be, easily won.
Yes. Well, guess what? I say fuck that. They're going to stay deaf, and they're going to now be blind. Not the blinded condition, just unable to see into the fog cloud.
It's heavily obscured, which means I can stealth inside of it.
Go. Go. You have a minute.
Yep. So that's a 19 on stealth.
And it is a square, correct?
It is a 20-foot area.
Yeah.
It's a 20-foot sphere.
Let me see if that should be, yeah, that's 20-foot radius specifically. So right there, that would cover all of them. Except the poor boy who ran off to get the fountain. All he sees is just fog envelop everywhere. I believe it is their response.
And then I will draw out the hallway as well.
That would be very helpful, thank you. Just right outside the window. Oh god, that fog cloud goes straight up to the window's edge.
Mm-hmm.
It just barely is contained inside the building.
The Vikings, they bring their vile magic to them.
Bring their vile magic.
You guys have probably never seen magic before, and they're just
I wonder if I
horrified.
cast a thunder wave into the fog cloud that is full of water vapor. Would that carry the electrical charge throughout this entire place?
Thunderwave is no electricity.
Fuck.
It's just the sound of it. You would actually just
I wonder
push
if I
the
do
fog
call
a little.
That could actually be useful though for getting, like for pushing the fog even further into this building. Nah. I need to pick up the fucking shocking grasp cantrip just so I can reach an electrified hand in there and then just jolt things. It wouldn't be a lot of damage, but it would be funny.
It's pretty good damage. Shocking grasp, what, like a D8, D10?
He means for improvised.
Well, no, that would technically be an improvised spell because I'm just because I'm making the electricity travel through the water vapor to get to them. It would be way less damage than what shocking grasp normally does.
And Shocking Grasp is D8 with cantrip progression.
Yep. It would just be
My favorite thing
hilarious.
about this Pacific is that you have 3 deaf guys on each side. The guy that fucking ran for the water was deafened. He doesn't know this shit's going on. He's gonna come back looking
pop
for
his
a fight.
head out of there. We turn around and there's just fog. He's like, nope. They brought the weather into the building.
Anyway, I presume they're at dodge actions, correct?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna get advantage because, well, I'm attacking unseen.
Disadvantage because obscured, and then disadvantage because dodge.
Nope. heavily obscured does not provide disadvantage unless they are attempting to stealth. That is why I have advantage in the first place, is because I stealthed into the fog cloud. Otherwise, you are just an asshole standing in fog. So I have canceled their disadvantage,
no matter how much
and I
used to
don't believe I have anything to give me advantage.
Meanwhile, they're just assholes standing in fog. Healing word, healing word. Don't die, damn it. Be the annoying healer in the back. Now, if only Redfinger would jump in there with his, bonus action hide in a heavily geared area.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna be.
Well, the monk is also jumping in at a different window. I was going to.
Yes,
11.
Heinz, you probably would have gotten to the window by your next round.
Okay.
11 plus 8 is 19. And
Technically, I could use my movement.
I'll just be attacking this first guy because reasons, which breaks my stealth. However, I still get 13 plus 8 is 21. So that should hit twice. Again with a lower damage roll. 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 2 is 9 points of damage on first strike, and then 10 points of damage on the second strike. So, boy right here takes 10 total, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I can hide around corners too. Actually, I can move 3 because they're going to be cautious around that corner.
He stabbed one of them, right?
I stabbed one of them twice for 10 points of damage total and then yeeted myself back around a corner.
Which one? I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I realized that. From here,
Okay. That
I
one.
stabbed him and then made my way 30 feet.
Alright. They are going to back out of the fog cloud and into the courtyard.
They're in the open?
Only one set is.
That's fine.
You mean I can call lightning again?
Do you remember the other thing that we have with us? 30-ish plus regular Vikings.
I mean, honestly, we
They've
just
all
need to
been
push
trying
them
to get
back
over the
far.
wall.
Honestly, we just. What do you mean? They're still stuck on the wall. They have grappling hooks and ropes themselves, you know.
I did say they've all been trying to get over the wall. Some of them have succeeded. Some of them are, too much muscle for it to actually work.
God damn it, just form a human pyramid. Pull each other over. Use the fucking teamwork exercises.
Teamwork exercises.
But Vikings were one of the few groups that actually practiced teamwork exercises.
Teamwork.
It's actually hilarious. Anyways, I think it's Redfinger, then the monk.
Well, it depends. Did the monk just like super excited just took off full action, bonus action, dashing to
Yes.
like quadruple my move speed?
Yes.
So the monk's yeeting himself through the window.
He's like eating himself like Superman diving through it.
Okay, Lucas, the monk's inside the building. Somewhere. Somewhere. I don't know which window he broke in through a window. And Redfinger, I think you said you were still looking for another window?
I was literally going to the next window. thought about like, wait a minute, the one will want to dive in here. I'm gonna head to the exact next window.
So I can punch people now.
Yes, Ines, you can punch people now.
Cool. I can just run through the fog cloud and start punching people. Is that what I'm understanding?
Why do I get the feeling that he literally just yeeted him over me through my window and face planted into the dirt in front of me? I can just,
I probably did not. What? But
You said
in
you
that
went to
case,
the
you
next
would
one.
see a person right there.
immediate double punch it.
It would be helpful if you actually moved your character token so that we could tell.
Where?
See.
Oh, see that this is the problem. My can't do this well. That's what I mean.
Uh-huh. Okay. Hey, Lucas, he needs help.
Where I can't move it. I have the hand to.
I have to head to. Aw.
I have the
I can't
Have
do
the
things.
failure.
I can't do things.
the Lord of the Rings meme of shame.
The fucking dwarf got his ass beat too.
Toss me. What? Toss me.
Tossed me. Oh god, we shouldn't have tossed me.
So, Monk, where did you go, and who are you punching? I need to know so I know who to pious strike before I just yeet myself behind a corner.
In the smoke.
The
It's
miss?
okay. Where?
No, you gotta go around
No,
a different
there's
way.
a fucking wall here. That's also a wall. That's the actual
You're
corner.
like right here.
Yeah.
This is your point
This
of
was the
entrance.
Well, technically, this was the entry point.
Sorry.
I'm standing on the other side of the window. That's
To the
where the
wall.
fog begins.
And he went in through a different window.
Yep. A different window.
Now, let's see. If he went through Redfinger's window, then he's way the fuck.
I think he went through the one here, so he went.
He went through the closest one.
That's 30 feet.
All right. Hey, look, just enough movement to literally block my line of sight. Motherfucker.
He's
Alright,
taller.
No. Get your ass up there and punch shit.
Yeah.
You
I
said
mean,
myself through a window. You get your ass in there and punch shit.
Alright, I get the punch.
You jump through a window, follow through with what you started.
Fist. 17 hit.
Yeah, he still has 5 feet of movement after this, so he can easily just back up a little.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
just that he wanted to stop early, and I'm like, wait, no, get your ass up there.
Punch.
Gun punch.
Only word I now know is punch.
So that's a fail, and
Falcon.
why is that a
Miss.
+5? That should have been a +8.
Missed
Wait.
either way, so.
So,
yes.
are you going to Fury of Blows, or are you going to pick up?
That was wrong thing. Second punch.
Oh, yeah, he rolled damage on that. Not in a. There we go.
I mean, I'm talking about the 17 missing. I know the fucking damage
Yeah.
was a D6.
Yeah, the 17 misses. The 21, I think, hits.
Yes.
Does that hit that guy?
It would
Should
hit
hit
that
that
guy.
guy.
That damage.
Actually, no, because they took dodge action. It's with disadvantage.
Right, so that's it. But technically, that would be the first 2 rolls.
Yep.
So 17 misses. So, Ainz rolled twice.
Just roll 2d6k. That works. So 14.
And a 14. So that's a miss.
Also misses.
My punches. No.
You may want to back up.
I will
While they're
back
still
up.
dodging.
Punches, yes.
You did not disengage.
Yeah, he used his action.
He's not a cool boy. That's the
Ainz
bonus
definitely
action.
did. Oh, God.
attack. So the 2 punches would not have been the action then?
No, the 2 punches were the action.
That's why I
Backing
said
up
get
foot.
stabbed. He is getting an opportunity of attack.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a monk.
I can take a dash as a bonus. Not dash, dodge.
You can, but that's another key point.
True.
Yeah, you can start embodying
Burning through
emptying
key
out of
point.
those.
Not doing.
Honestly, it would have been better just to do your Fury of Blows and hopefully actually take one down, but you didn't.
I don't.
Oh,
have
fuck.
enough.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
You're gonna get stabbed.
Shank.
These boys ain't messing around.
He's about to get yeeted.
It's
Stab
not
me.
that much damage, it just hurts.
Do it.
Hurts eventually lead to death.
9 damage.
All right.
God, today was a bad day to not ready
That takes out the
cure
temp.
wounds. Wait, did I ready cure wounds? Yeah, I did not ready cure wounds. Today was a bad day to not ready cure wounds.
And that would take out the temp HP I got from Pacific.
That wasn't from me. That was from
We got it from the
Umbreon.
bard.
Yeah.
Wrong person, but I'll gladly take the credit since he isn't here.
I don't care either way. I didn't take physical damage yet. Temp, save me.
Let me see. Mass healing word is okay.
That's a
what's
4th
in
level
range?
spell.
That's 3rd. I'm double checking the actual range on this thing. Not really worth it. Wait, that depends. How badly beat up are you two?
I'm okay.
I'm fine.
Let's see.
I'm referring to the 2 people who are easily within 60 feet.
Hey, I
Because
think I'm
I
slower
can't
than
see
60
you.
feet.
Well, I can't.
65 feet.
On a scale of 0 to 63, I'd say I'm doing about a 46. So I'm fine.
Got it. Not wasting the spell slot.
Good.
So I'm just gonna take a quick step over here for clear line of sight. This boyo right here is gonna take a pious strike. I believe that's at disadvantage
technically
because
right here.
dodge.
My bad.
Yep.
All right. So
Fire Strike's a cantrip, right?
yeah, it's a cantrip.
Thought so. It's one of the cool ones you got.
Yeah, that didn't hit. So how far around the corner does this go? Is it like another step over here? Lucas?
How far around the corner?
Yeah, is there another space right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then I'm just going to keep sidestepping over to here. And nah, I'm not going to waste the extra movement going there. I'm just going to sit right here. Because that fucking missed. And I don't want to get hit. Continue. Now it's their turn.
Now they're going to back the fuck out.
So they're all in the courtyard. Or these guys just went down another corridor. Well, these guys ran the fuck into the courtyard.
I really got sentinel.
Hmm?
Someone should have got sentinel.
Yes, but we're low level.
Yeah, we're not cool
We're
enough
level
to have
5
it
and
yet.
dealing with a bunch of knights. Okay, we're doing great as it is just by eating through their hit points like this without anyone dropping dead.
They are going to retreat within the church.
I can burn another church?
Although it's more of a cathedral.
Damn, I mean,
The question is it still flammable?
I know that was recent, but like,
Those would be less made of wood and more just stone and clay.
That did not stop, Notre Dame from burning, okay?
Yes, but Notre Dame they also reinforced with wood. Like, because it was less of an issue to put out fires now, they weren't worried about it burning to the ground in a raid.
And then they realized that was a problem.
Yep.
Okay. Well, Jaroon, you're up. Fog Cloud's still sitting here.
Yep, so I'm gonna use my action to stealth. Make my way 30 feet. And I presume these guys are off fuck knows where, so I can't see them. Can I see these guys down the hallway? We're doing a weird version of Theater of the Mind mixed with Battle Map.
Yep.
That's because sometimes things get confusing in Theater of the Mind.
Yep.
Well, I don't get the feeling that Red Fingers is just through a stained glass window. Then everyone's just gonna, like in the most distracting entrance possible for a row. Unless, of course, he somehow finds a side door and lock picks it open.
Does he find a side door and lockpick it open?
Wait a minute. This is a cathedral. Don't cathedrals usually have a bell tower? Where they'd have to be able to get up to the bells so they can, as well as repair any ropes. Does it have a climb speed? Why the fuck aren't you trying to just climb the fucking bell tower? It'd be so much faster than finding a window that would have been a good window.
Walls. I'm trying to find a place to climb somewhere near you. And you already talked about, yes, calling lightning again. So if I'm climbing the wall, that means lightning still kills me.
It's fine, it's fine. I can't burn this building, so there's no point. So I'll just have to settle for cutting out the supports on the inside. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. We still need to get the valuables out, and it'd be annoying to dig through the rubble.
And it's also, I'm not used to having a character.
So I believe it is Red Fingers next.
Well, I didn't really
And
get
I
my
believe,
question
I believe
answered,
you
but
still had a question. Lucas,
What?
can Jaroon see the guys who ran into the?
When I say all of them dipped, I mean all of them dipped.
Yes, but did they run down a straight corridor? What does the corridor look like?
They dove out through the fucking windows and went through the courtyard.
I'm sorry, you mean to tell me they literally just yeeted off the map through like a window down here?
No. They backed up, went out this way, and then they crossed the courtyard.
Well, you just said that they yeeted themselves out the window.
Yes. Through a window. That was in the hallway.
So yes, they just yeeted themselves off the map that way, through a window.
Yes. Kind of.
That's what
then
you just described.
looting is gonna begin pursuing.
Then looting can begin.
Yep, if they are all running away. Don't blame them,
Terraforming
really.
the courtyard. I mean, they have a
Probably are.
psychotic dwarf and like a fog cloud that just moved into a building, and someone who
Yeah.
literally just stabbed them by appearing out of fucking nowhere.
So that is my turn.
I am the devil incarnate. Every flop.
Meanwhile, just making PTU character in background.
Why is the inside so much longer than the outside? Basically, Paige, in case you're wondering, I believe we are currently dealing with them in this space right here inside the actual building. You're still way over here. You are.
But the ship kept going. That's the thing.
You ran over to get to the boat. The boat's over here. We climbed over the wall like either here or here-ish. Doesn't really matter which side we climbed over. We entered this building. Which means I believe this is the courtyard he's referring to. That's a sheep.
That's a sheep.
That sounded like a Minecraft sheep.
Meh.
Okay, so
It won't be like another.
we don't really have to worry too much about initiative, and they're probably out of the corridors now, so I don't need to worry about them being deaf. I'm just gonna drop the fog cloud because we don't need it really at this point, since none of them are in line of sight because they all fucked off. I think I'm gonna go sit next to this wall right here. Because, ow. Because much ow.
So now you're
Very
gonna loot
ow.
the college.
Yes, so we're going to loot. Well, at least this portion here before we have to go out into the courtyard. Everything we can reach without having to go into the courtyard to deal with them, we'll loot. We'll worry about going out and dealing with them once we have the entire force of Vikings.
Heck yeah.
We just needed them out of the corridors. Good. Jacob, you good with that?
With what?
Us just looting this portion of the college before, like while waiting for the rest of our Vikings to get over the wall so we can actually deal with all the knights.
Either that, or I mean, if we
Because
get
knights
enough
can.
here, we can just leave. I don't really care either way. I more was just like, oh, everyone wants to go loot a hard place? Sure, I'm fine with the smaller ones. I'm doing this for adventure. So, yeah, whatever's up with you guys.
Okay, in that case, Lucas, I'd have to ask, what is valuable in here that isn't down?
Books, predominantly.
The
Religious icons made of like silver and gold.
once again, the obvious. Okay, are they in this section where we can go get them
There would
without
be
having to
plenty of
step outside?
books in this section.
That's valuable enough. We can settle without having to grab, like on this particular stop. It's a shame to not grab gold on this particular stop, but it's not necessarily a complete because we have a shit ton of books. I'm sure someone will pay handsomely to get books. At least in this time period.
Yeah, they do
We've been
that.
going for 3 hours.
D&D sessions will do that normally.
Yeah. So Lucas, we're gonna grab as many books as we can.
All right.
And then climb back over the
All the
wall
books.
with our leveling grappling hooks attached to ropes.
Down we
And
go.
then while people are ferrying the books back to the boat, we're probably going to be spending the rest of the time trying to get the fucking grappling hook off of the wall. Rat boy, can you help?
I can do it.
Of course. I can happily
Thank
help.
God. The person with the climbing
also
speed can
help.
just run around and detach them.
I can also help.
It's like the fact that you jump over the wall, but if you fall further than you still could take fall damage, meaning you still have to go fall.
Yes, but Crow, I already jumped off the wall once. Pretty sure I'll survive.
Pretty sure, he says.
Pretty sure, no doubt.
Don't worry, we can't die. We're gods.
I
And
wouldn't
that
say
was how
that.
someone died in Critical Role. From falling damage, no less.
The amount of fucking books you're gonna end up picking up. Most of them being religious text, by the way.
That's fine. If you can't read that well, it's like a different.
Look, their religious texts, there are people who will pay good money for them. And as
Think
long
about
as
it.
someone can pay money for it, it's worth grabbing.
Sounds like some
Preferred
like
gold or silver. I would have
books are
preferred
worth
gold or
something.
silver, but I'm going to still take the books if there's no gold or silver that's bolted down. Like that isn't bolted down. I'm half tempted to steal one of their chairs.
What?
Oh yes, oak chairs.
Just to say, fuck
Chairs.
you, I'm taking your chair. you guys you guys put an
I guess
arrow
the
in
drapes
me.
are probably
You
worth
killed me
money.
in
That's
silver.
linen.
The drapes?
Linen, yes.
Yes, I'll take the drapes then. That's worth more money than
Anything
the
that's
chair.
not nailed down, we take it.
It's like, look,
God.
this is worth more money than the fucking chair. And I've already been stabbed and shot repeatedly. I'm taking.
Seems a little much.
I've already lit one of their churches on fire. This is far more tame than that.
Just because you did something untamed doesn't mean you should immediately.
I'm half tempted to just do a final fuck you and draw an upside down cross in my own blood on the wall as we're leaving.
But wouldn't that be against your own religion?
Nope. Just theirs.
Damn.
Cleric of Thor. It's just to unnerve them.
Yeah, I mean, the Norse didn't really give a damn about crosses upside down or otherwise, so that'd literally just be a psychological warfare. That's literally
I'm
all that
just
is.
doing this to convince them that I actually am part demon. Or at least have no respect whatsoever. Oh well, upside down cross it is as I go out the window with their linens.
Out the window. To the wall. You know,
God, now
like
it's
you
the
do.
bleeding dwarf who looks like he's just crawled out of hell, comes up, steals your linens, draws an upside down cross, and runs away,
Literally
snickering to himself.
take your linens. Not even.
Everyone else grabbed books. He grabbed a bag of linens.
Haven't you been wanting us to grab the books though? Is like.
Yes, but I might as well grab the linens too. You're actually incorrect, Paige. Books are books
extremely
actually are
valuable.
way more valuable than you think in this time period.
Yeah.
Those things are actually worth a lot.
Christ.
Yeah. What?
This is by far the dumbest raid they've ever had. All they took was books
And linens and a chair.
and a chair. For all the trouble they caused, they
When they're
destroyed
like,
and they stole the linens.
and they just have to be like, damn, you right.
Books. It's okay. This was mostly so that we could say that we did attack this place. And they can't
They
say
said
that
it couldn't be done, and you
they
just stole a fucking chair.
didn't. I have the chair to prove that we could get past the walls. Hey, Captain, how would you like
Right.
a genuine oak chair stolen out of a college? It's a French oak chair.
The finest French oak. I would like to hope.
Redfinger's just helping the dwarf carry out a chair.
You know what?
Hell yeah,
I would
I am.
also like to help.
I'm all about
No,
stealing stuff.
We still the chair is definitely the last thing to be brought out.
The
No.
chair is more of a message.
The chair and the upside down cross are more than a message. The
It's a
chair is just to
message.
say fuck you, I'm taking your chair, and the cross is to say fuck your religion.
It's not for the material gain. It's It's for the messages.
So we're all gonna get back on the boat
Yes, we
and get
are.
the fuck out.
We gathering.
Wait a minute, everyone on this boat is like a lot of people in this party are technically injured. I can pop mass heal word finally.
Yeah. Yeah, you have in the initial volley. We all were
Yeah.
hurt in that, except for those without if you pass a deck save,
Everyone
don't
except
take.
for well, no. If you pass the deck save, you take half.
Yeah, I'm not cool enough to
Then
have that. If I pass a deck save, don't take any yet.
yeah, that was literally just Jaroon and Ainz who didn't take damage from that, and then they both took damage in this fight. So I'm gonna mass heal word
Yay! I'm back.
while the boat's getting ready to leave.
Wait, I still have one temp point.
You still have what?
One temp point from Umbreon.
Well, then you get nothing from this. Shut up.
And then you literally get
Congrats,
nothing.
you get nothing.
That's when the
A
cleric
lot
hits
of
you
our
with
food
I don't
is
like you
healed up
anyway.
That's when the cleric just says, "All right, in that case, fuck you."
I
Everyone
wasn't
else will get
directed
heals.
towards you anyway.
Actually, maybe instead I should just save that and instead do prayer of healing. Actually, I can do both. No, I think instead I'll just do prayer of healing and save this for if we have any issues. I'll save prayer of healing for when we get out of here. Okay, actually, I'm going to hold on to my third level. Go on to my third spell slot. My remaining third spell slot in case I need to change. In case I need to call up another lightning storm to fucking zap them off the walls. Lucas, do they oppose us on the way out?
No.
Good. Then I can just spend my next 10 minutes casting prayer of healing to heal everyone on our way out. Tell me, how many fucking books did we steal?
So you're gonna nope the fuck back out.
Yes, of course we're gonna nope the fuck back out.
Seems like a good idea.
This shit hurts.
We just came here for the books, fam.
We just came here for the books, and we got away with the books and the linens and a chair.
Yeah.
Okay?
Better
We
than
actually got away with a lot more than I was expecting us to, given this given the extremely small number that we had. I call this a success. Since no one died.
Yeah.
I can feel Jacob just sitting there going like, "You are all idiots." And I feel like Luke is just staring at us like, "God damn it, everyone here's insane."
All right. I imagine that's probably what we're gonna call it tonight.
Yeah, one moment. Well, while we're leaving, I'm popping a second level prayer of healing. So
I'm just trying to relearn
everybody,
red fingers.
yeah, so everybody gets 15 hit points back. Except for Ainz, because Ainz is still over his hit point maximum, so fuck you.
No, because Eyes doesn't get anything because cleric said.
Because the cleric said so, so fuck you. I get to choose who gets healing.
Yeah, technically you can.
my character just there rowing the
But
boat.
guys, this is the end of the stream. I assume I catch up before you guys leave.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, definitely. That whole thing was a shit show, and we still had to loot the place. So
So you caught up
definitely
while
caught up before we left.
So guys,
You
that's
find
the end.
everyone beat to hell too.
That's why I'm doing prayer of healing on the boat before we get to settle in for a long rest, which takes for a short
Prayer of
rest, which takes
healing.
the
The
entire
healing
day.
spell no one uses.
Well, I'll see you guys
It's so
later.
good.
Bye bye.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.